Hey, you know what time it is when you hit them horns. I want to welcome you to the Corner Convo, episode 55. I will be your host for the evening. My name is AMON. Let me let you know where you're at all times. You heard?
Right. A corner like thousands of others across the country. It's the place to go if you want to be seen. And to a lot of folks, it's the information center of the neighborhood.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to help my brother out.
Okay.
The GOAT.
Why'd you do that voice?
I don't know that.
You make it sound like a special kid.
Punk is in the bag, and the bag is the bass, and the bass never change. It's a groove. As soon as you hear that groove, I know I got you.
Facts. Again, my name is AMON. Say what you want. Spell my name right. You heard?
One of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
Next up. What's up, man? You want to talk?
Yeah, because in the early episodes, dog, every time you play your intro, kid, they would say, "This is not a real thing. This is not a real thing."
Hey, man, and in his sophomore season, man, he's ready. He's trying to go for an all-star bid.
You know it.
It's just enough that people know that you know I go where I need to go to get it done. If you push my button, there's no telling what I may do. Stab you, choke you, bite you. I mean, whatever it takes to make a motherfucker stop.
Could you imagine Bossy
existing. I
biting
would do
somebody,
that.
bro?
I will do that.
Yeah, my teeth are fucked up, so I can hurt myself.
Last but not least, man. Again, we are struggling with who's the A mic here, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and let the man shine.
The people have spoken.
They spoken, huh?
I'm an African genius.
That's what he is.
Hey, throw me them flowers. I'm about to snatch up all the flowers. Make it rain.
You gotta get the animals one day, bro.
But now
Definitely getting a go.
you refer to
Just have random
an African
roosters.
genius. But now
I know where the
you
Bible is on
refer to
Chicago.
me as the African genius.
Come for the whole West Side like that.
I'm an African genius. I'm an African genius.
That's bad. Hey, man, it's over with. It's a wrap. We are here. What I say, 55?
I think so, yeah.
That's
Is this
interesting.
55? No.
55.
55, bro.
Double nickel. Michael Jordan in the
55.
garden.
Good call. Good call.
You know how much it hurt to say that?
I know it did.
It did, bro. It did.
It doesn't hurt you every time you put his shoes on.
I barely wear them.
I know that's disrespectful. You do have a bull. Good call. Hey, man, we got some live in studio audience members today. Shout out to Lonnie. You know what I mean?
Out, man. Bossy's brother. If you know Bossy from this show, you need to meet his brother Lonnie. He got other brothers, but you got to meet this brother Lonnie. Apparently, he's the smart one.
Yeah.
He locked himself in the bathroom 5 minutes from the show.
This is a real thing. This is a real thing.
It's all right, though. We are at the compound. We will introduce you to the host of said compound later on in the show. But yeah, man, I guess things are moving, huh?
They are moving.
Fuck all that, bro.
What's up?
What happened Saturday? What was Saturday?
Saturday was a king's birthday.
Was
man.
it now?
Yeah,
Tell
yeah.
us about it.
1778, the king was born, man. AMON, man. That's his name, man.
That's true, man. Yeah, let's give you a
Yeah. Howl at.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
to
man.
our fearless leader here. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
which birthday song do you go with? The old Stevie Wonder version, the new Negro version, or the stripper version?
I definitely.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Bro, my homeboy he had a party for like his 7-year-old. That's the version he played.
You gotta be kidding
I'm
me,
not
dog.
lying, bro. I'm
Wow.
dead.
He from out south?
Then he played Throw Your Ass in the Circle. Oh, no. All I Want for My Birthday, he played that one
It's a
too.
big booty girl.
Timing is important about that. What time of the day was it? Because sometimes the kid party transitions to an adult
No,
party.
the kid
Was
was
it that
standing
time
there.
yet?
It was right when he was cutting the cake, bro. He was like, everybody gather around. We gonna sing happy birthday to my 7-year-old, and that boy put in
Happy
all I want for my
birthday.
birthday is a big booty. Like, bro, it was real. I'm not
probably
gonna
typed it up.
reveal his name, but he know who he
So
is.
he probably typed the Spotify birthday playlist.
No. I
song.
asked him, like, what's wrong with you, bro? He was like, what you mean? You know, that's what I wanted to hear. It's a birthday song.
Y'all still talking? I thought I was talking about my birthday shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
Yeah, my bad.
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
can I get some love out here?
Happy birthday,
Hey,
dog.
hold on.
Fuck, man.
How young are you now?
33.
33?
Yeah.
Larry Bird. Just gonna keep going to legends. Legends now. That's what we on.
Looks good on me.
What'd you do? How were you surprised? What happened, bro? What made that day enjoyable?
Well, you know what? Two my biggest surprise, man. Actually, 3 people in this room, brothers alike that I, consider brothers and blood brothers, and none of you guys showed up any fucking way. So fuck y'all.
It's 3 people.
Like, shit.
Yeah,
Who
you
are
know,
you talking about, man?
you know why?
Hey, how was it? You went that kid? It was good. I still like, Lonnie, you went too.
You ain't put no pictures up.
You was there.
Right.
You know, I talked to
Nobody showed up.
talk to all you guys, man. All you guys say, yeah, I'll be there. And I was
smoked,
celebrating
yeah.
alone, but no, I had a good time, man. People came to the crib. It was
You
real.
made 17 live videos, bro.
It was real impromptu,
Bro,
man.
I didn't watch
You know
none of
what I'm
them
saying?
either. I started to start watching them yesterday, and then I looked at the side of your face that I could tell is the drunk side of your face, and I was like, I'm
No.
good, Joe.
So the
I'm
next
not
day,
even touching it.
man, shout out to Chef Audie. That boy is
Yeah.
amazing. He came through, man, and chefed it up for me, man. Did an amazing dish. Amazing.
What was it?
I was gonna say, you're not gonna
Well, yeah, no. So he did a shrimp jerk and the garlic, all like from scratch, steak, lobster,
Sound good.
fire ass mashed potato.
Just
What else am
one
I
mashed
missing?
potato.
Yeah, just one. He just mashed one up. What else I'm missing? Asparagus.
That's not the vegetables, yeah.
He did this
Vegetables.
bomb ass Mexican corn.
You
Oh,
trash. Hey, look, you gonna piss your
I'm
brother
sorry.
off now. Look, your
I
brother
don't
over
know
there,
how
your
I
brother
feel.
over there feeling some kind of way.
No, that Mexican corn is trash, bro.
no, that shit is
You
fire.
don't need that.
Elotes.
I love that.
Garbage.
Elotes.
There's
Fire.
only 2 people in this house in shape. I'm not including you. Don't worry about it, okay? 2 people in this house in shape. 3. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck you mean? I'm in shape.
Y'all like Mexican corn.
What the what?
I'm just saying, dog.
It's the most random shit.
The cayenne pepper and the mayo, man, it's amazing.
Anything with mayo on it is garbage.
That's amazing.
Mayo's
I'm
disgusting.
not a huge mayo fan. The only thing
Disgusting.
I'll have with mayo on it is like a roast beef sandwich or something like that. That's the only thing I'll.
Yeah, that's definitely
Wow.
trash. Mayo on roast beef.
I thought I knew you, brother.
Just mustard, man.
Hey man.
All right, I'm sorry. Well,
All right.
okay. All right. But yeah, that was my week.
But let me tell you what. Let me tell you what's messed up about that, right? This is what I'm serious. This is what's fucked up about it,
I
right?
know you are. This was funny, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm about to go. Everybody else in this room knows what I'm about to say, except for you.
Okay.
So I had it scheduled to have pretty much all of those people that showed up at your crib to show up today
Oh, for
here
real?
Yep.
to jump on the show. So they could all come here and
Oh.
say they like, man, my boy of mine.
That's dope.
Shout out to a mine. And the super special surprise was gonna be Joe, right? I actually almost had Kayla too, but
Coolest
here's
name
the
in
crazy
history.
part. Q, so I've been back and forth with Haven on the text and Q and Bossy for the last 3, 4, 5 days, right? Planning this shit. Haven was really a decoy because I needed somewhere to do it, right? And then when you was like, yo, man, when Haven can do the show, I was like, oh, he will? That's fucking perfect.
Okay,
Because now
okay.
I don't have to come up with no creative fake joint. But then when I saw you posting pictures with all the people, I was like, well, what the hell is the purpose of this action now? So I'm just letting you know.
I appreciate that.
We
man.
really did have a special thing set up for you, brother. I really was gonna have Q was gonna come through. Q got sick, unfortunately.
Yeah, he can keep
Like,
that COVID.
all the pieces. Damn, you gonna put the man in business?
I don't know if he got COVID for real, but I'm just saying.
Wait, we gave him COVID before on the show, didn't we?
No.
Yeah, no, we definitely did. We definitely
gave him
did.
COVID on the
Yeah.
show before.
Yeah,
Well, anyway, so
this
that
is
was-
second stint. He got the variant this time.
But that was the plan. and here's the killer. Me and Q were this close. Q knows a guy that looks exactly like that coach from Lane Tech.
Oh, really? Oh, dog.
So,
I felt about the window, dog.
This is what we was gonna do. So the game plan was to shoot this somewhere else so you wouldn't see people come in the door, right?
Yeah.
And then we would like signal to Vanessa or somebody like, yo, send them down, and then you would be surprised. So the thing we was gonna do those, we were gonna ask you those this is your life questions. So with dude, we was gonna be under the act like when Q came, we're gonna be like, so this dude, this person in your life started out your footwork career because without him, you would have never been on stage.
Right.
And you'd have had to get, so we was gonna run the dude.
That
Like,
would've
yo,
been
man,
dope.
this dude refused to buy you McDonald's.
Right for the gut punch.
Q was like, I know exactly what color vest to buy this dude. Like we had a full thing. When I saw all the pictures go up, I was like, well, there goes that.
No, I love that, man. I appreciate the thought. That would have been dope as fuck. I mean, you still can. I celebrate all month. So
I
don't
thought
worry
about sending the Zoom, man, but
That is not a
I'm
man
not in
thing,
the
bro.
mental space.
No,
to
no,
carry
I
it.
said this is a
No,
cancer
no.
thing.
Ladies celebrate all month. Men might get a weekend.
I'm all month.
Oh, don't get it twisted, bro.
I'm
We
all
got,
one.
we got 3 events this week that you got to pull up on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm there too.
I mean, you can come too, but
Thank you. I'm never invited. Never.
You never show up.
that's not true.
That's. I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay, I appreciate it.
I'm gonna be quiet on that one. Side.
All right, so
Yeah, some facts in that.
I'm gonna skip Kende for 1 second. How was your week or your weekend? We don't need to know the whole week. You know, I know you've been on vacation.
Well, you know what, man? My weekend was actually much more needed than I initially thought it would be, because on, I believe it was Thursday morning, they found my cousin Miles, 18, murdered behind his dad's house. Kid from Northbrook, mind his business, no gang affiliation, no drugs, no nothing, just a kid, full scholarship to St. Ambrose University. He's waiting to leave. Football player, 18. He's a big baby, built like me. The details are different. I'll tell you guys offset, you know what I'm saying? But it always hurts when the good are actually victims of the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, man. But just give my cousin Mark, his father, a lot of love. The Thompson family, a lot of love. His mom, Lori, a lot of love. Look, we're with you. The corner supports y'all. We here for y'all, man.
Whatever you need.
Whatever you need, man. But so after that, I hit the road to go to Terre Haute, Indiana, which is in the middle of no fucking well.
Did you miss it?
I did, man.
Did some of that trauma come back?
Wait, that was it. That's
Absolutely.
what the school is. That's why ISU is.
Well, Larry Bird made it famous.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But I saw the fellas, bro. I haven't drunk this much beer since I stopped drinking beer. Your white friends, they love kegs. Fam, it was a keg of Busch Light. You know how
That's
fucked up that shit is?
Yeah, that's like that's
Busch
like
Light
what you
there.
feed cats and dogs. Humans not supposed to consume that shit.
Dog, but we ran through that shit. Ran through all the beer they had. We bar hopped like we were still 18, 19. Paid for it the next morning.
Yeah.
Went to my guy Nate crib, who shout out to Nate for setting everything up. He's an NBA official, so of course his house
dope.
is pretty nice.
They get paid real nice.
Nate, you got to come on the show, Nate.
Yeah, we definitely need to have a black referee on here. That's love.
Absolutely. Him and his wife, Natalie.
Do we need to drive out
Great-
there?
great,
We should drive. We can drive out there, right?
I'm not driving shit. Do Uber go that far?
Do Uber go that far?
Go that far, though. I'm not
Somebody's
driving.
driving. Can they let you drive?
I drive. Yeah.
I needed it though, man. I needed that weekend, man. It was great. I forgot about all you motherfuckers.
Clearly.
Yeah, because
I'm very aware.
None of my texts about all these surprises and everything.
At all.
Bossy just
I don't
not
even
gonna
think.
check in.
Did you even call me and send a text happy birthday? I was so
I
on the way.
did.
Well, first of all,
I
let's
did,
be
and I made a
clear.
post.
Let's be clear.
You made a post. You made a
Let's
post.
be
You made a
clear.
post.
You
Yep.
text us in the morning.
Yeah, it's my birthday,
Which
y'all.
one of y'all is going to post me about my birthday on the page? Like, let's be clear.
Fuck y'all waiting on, man. Do something.
Hey, but then though, I drove back from Terre Haute to a family reunion at the Dan Ryan Woods for the Ward side of the family. You know what I'm saying? They all over the corner.
It's always a good time.
Yeah, so it was impromptu, but it was much needed, man, because you can see there the love that was in the air, man. You look, watching my uncles, I got one auntie left, you know what I'm saying? And all my cousins, just they're happy to see each other. Work takes so much from you, and during COVID, everybody's strapped down in the house, man. To be back outside and be amongst those you love and care about, man, it was tremendous.
That's dope,
Tremendous, bro.
You
Yeah,
got a
absolutely.
real full family weekend, man. That's love, man.
Yeah,
Definitely condolences about your cousin, man. When you sent that
Appreciate
to us, it was
Yeah,
like
I was
reading
taken
that's
aback.
tough, man. Because again, like we talked about this a little bit last week, like there's no deeper pain than for a parent to lose a kid for no reason.
No reason.
Like just being somewhere where you at. You know what I'm talking about? Like had nothing to do with no actions, nothing he was doing. He was just at his pop's crib.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's
But you know what? I'm sorry. The even more terrible part about it, terrible, I shouldn't use that word. The more horrific thing about that is his younger brother saw him like a 10 at night behind the house. Chilling.
That's who found him.
Yeah, and then you go out to find your brother in a pool of blood, bro. 10 years old.
Bro.
Get my young cousin some therapy.
Facts.
Immediately,
bro.
Immediately.
You need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, how
was your week, brother?
remember, man. I actually don't. I'm really struggling to remember.
That's good. No. Now you understand. Now you understand.
Well, I'm struggling to remember because I'm always doing shit. You struggling to remember because you don't do nothing. It's really
I'm busy
what it
leading the troops, man.
What did I do? What did I do? Oh, no. Okay, I do remember. So my family actually surprised me with a visit. So my baby sister Irene, she was leaving. She was supposed to come next week. She decided to move her flight up. It just so happened to coincide with my other sister, Naima, was dropping my nieces off at my mom's crib in Milwaukee. And so we were on our little video chat feed and we were like, yo, you got to link up with us in Chicago. So we convinced her to stay. We went to the Black Bourbon Society. Shout out to the Black Bourbon Society. They had an event at Frontier, which I didn't know was black owned. This fool here. I don't even know. Why do you have a fresh pack of squares in your bed?
I'm trying to be one of the cool kids
This
now, man.
boy here. But I didn't know Frontier was black owned, bro.
I didn't either.
It's owned by a chef named Brian Junius. His birthday was Saturday too.
Wow.
Because in the middle of the
Cancer season.
in
Shout
the
out.
middle of the event that they were having, it was like a pairing event. They paired the food with the bourbon and all like that. We did a tasting. They started singing, happy birthday to the chef.
That's pretty dope.
And honestly, obviously I talked to him. So very soon you will have an episode with Chef Brian Jr., who apparently everybody loves.
Man,
I just met him.
You do your thing with these guys, bro.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, man, I've worked my ass off in this industry, and I think people respect that. But it's not about me, right? It's about them. That's the whole point, is that people come to our website and they get to see where the Black folks are doing business in whatever business, whether it's Jeff Beckham doing art, education, whether Swain and them are doing, I'm gonna punch you in the neck. Whether it's Swain, you know what I mean? Like we highlight them. And yeah, I am privileged to have access to that network. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it comes through the fact that I grinded it out, $10 an hour type shit, setting up chairs for these events to get access to that. So other than that, man, I kicked it with what else did I do? I mean, I bounced around, man. I do shit.
Who is calling in the compound right now?
Mama.
Yeah, my brother calling me at the same time.
Hey,
Mama, I gotta call you back and do the podcast. All right?
Yeah. We're recording live. What are y'all?
We're recording the podcast. I gotta call you.
Damn. Who don't know we recorded this time? Y'all, that's funny as hell. Like,
no, she knows. She don't give a fuck.
Clearly.
It's a difference, dog.
So
other than your birthday, what did you do, man?
Other man, I canceled the.
He skipped work today.
I mean, I just hung out, man. I just hung out, and just let me know like who really fuck with me, man. And I see that y'all don't, and that's fine. we'll just keep it business.
We just explained that we had a whole surprise thing set up.
You know, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what y'all had going on. It didn't happen, but it's fine.
The only reason I didn't come was because my sisters was exhausted.
No, that's fine, man.
Both of them.
That's fine, man.
Naima was driving. She had to drive to Nashville.
Naima, love you. Thank you for singing to me.
I'm about to say, here's the other thing. I'm gonna get him into 3 or 4 exclusive private events over the rest of this week.
Just him?
I mean, yeah, because you're not coming. We've already established that.
Wow, man.
We've already established you're not gonna show up anyway. But like, this is what I'm talking about. This is the thanks I get.
No. It was
this gangster shit.
It was real love when you put the post up, and I appreciate that. The live video, that was dope. That was different. Thank you for everybody that gave me love on my birthday. I really appreciate everybody that came to the crib.
We didn't do what you was gonna do anyway, bro.
Right. Yeah, bro. It's all love. Fuck my birthday. That shit is over with now. All right. There's a young lady, NBA analyst, and I believe she goes by the name of Rachel Nichols.
Overrated.
I've never been a fan of her, and what kind of came out doesn't surprise me. If you don't know the story, this is just part of the quick hits. Okay, so basically, what is her name? Maria Taylor, I believe, Black analyst. She was up for the job, I believe, and Rachel Nichols, unbeknownst to her, that she was still being recorded, and just said
by her own mic.
Yeah, and just said some slick shit like, because I work for a company that has had diversity issues in the past, don't use me to make sure that you fill that void for her, right? So when I hear that, all I hear is white privilege.
Facts.
Oh, she's white.
Yeah, she's white.
Okay.
Yeah,
she got red hair.
You
don't get whiter than that, bro. Red hair, green eyes.
What does she mean by don't use me to fill that?
Because they were going to, I guess, give her.
Oh.
She hosted the finals last year in the bubble.
Right, on the sideline. On the sideline.
Okay.
So now she feels like that's her spot every year.
The white lady.
Yeah.
Rachel.
So you don't know that this is a country still run by white men. They will do what the fuck they want to do when they want to do
the NBA,
it.
yeah.
It's ESPN. Walt Disney, motherfucker.
Yeah, they don't get no more whiter than Disney. That's facts. Although, shout out to Disney. My sister worked for Disney. You know, we love you.
Shout out. Right. I take back everything I just said.
Right.
Except everything I just said. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely just fucked up the whole sponsorship.
Well, you know what I mean? You can't hide facts, man. But I didn't see maybe hints of racism if you want to dig deep, because it looks like she shit on a lot of things. There have been so many movements in recent years. Black Lives Matter, Me Too. Both have their good and bad, but I want to say more good than bad because the people actually matter, not the fucking title.
Sure.
The people matter. So when you say what you said about a fellow woman in your business,
a woman first,
fucking door, and you are the beacon for diversity at ESPN, why won't you share and help get somebody in? That reeks of entitlement. And then don't forget to tell everybody, if you're saying she getting a spot because she's black, you may have gotten a spot because
you're a woman,
or because who is your fucking your godmom, your stepmom?
Diane Sawyer. Diane Sawyer.
Oh,
yes.
Really?
That bitch is royalty.
Yes. This is Diane Sawyer's daughter.
Yeah, she married. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So excuse me for for politics being politics, but you are the benefit of politics, and politics will always happen.
Yeah.
I said that so fast.
I think it was good. You didn't stutter nothing.
I like that.
I like that
shit.
That's interesting. I mean, I obviously didn't read the article, but
You'll shred that shit, bro, if you read it. You'll pick it apart, dog.
but I will say that you really hit on all the same points I would comment on, right? Like the fact that there's no reason to fight against another woman who's already had to fight her way in, right? I definitely see that same point. I think though, man, there's something that we gotta look at, because it's even like us at this point, bro. Like these microphone situations is a real thing, right? We all have off mic before we hit record. We have conversations that could be taken out of context.
For sure.
Could definitely be like, if somebody heard us talking about, like, I can't believe that they said that, right? So I think that's also a part of this conversation, is that we now live in a society with so many microphones or whatever, and so many sources for you to be recorded, whether it's video or not, that some things that you would just say that you probably don't even really mean. Like I say a bunch of shit.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
And I'm not saying that's what she did necessarily, because I didn't follow up on it or whatever.
But for a year though.
Yeah.
It's happened in 2020.
Oh, this is not new. This
happened yesterday. 2020.
Oh, well.
So I wonder how bad she fucked up behind the scenes, was still stomping
that's exactly. So that lets me know that somebody is really trying to do a leverage play. If this is an old recording, if it's not something that just happened accidentally off the cuff, this is an old recording. Somebody was sitting on that, like what's that show? What's that show? Olivia Pope, right?
The Transition.
Yeah. You get
21 Jump Street.
This boy said the
Scandal.
Scandal. Right. It's this whole thing that you get certain dirt on certain people, and then when it's beneficial to you to use it against them, you do that. Because otherwise, why would you release it a year later?
I don't think that she is racist. Let me be clear, right? I do feel that
that's shade room worthy though. Bro.
No, it's definitely. But at the same time, if I'm looking at it from both sides of the coin, I'm also saying to myself, well, shit, if you come in as in your junior year and I'm starting, that's my spot. I've earned it. You're new,
right?
I don't want to give my spot up. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, right? But I do have a problem when you say, well, the company I work for has diversity issues, and now you're going to put this black woman in my spot. That is a little racist.
Like that statement saying, like, well, the only reason you're getting a job is
because you're black. Also, Prop 48.
Yeah.
See, that has a hint of racism to it, though.
For sure.
It's super racist.
All right.
Yeah, it's super
racist. Well, Rachel, get your goof ass out of here, all right?
The fuck out of here.
Although she's not, right? She didn't get fired or nothing.
Her punishment was this, though. She didn't get to work the finals this year, obviously. Yeah. She gets to do her job that she's most known for, which is working the NBA jump.
The jump,
show.
yeah.
That's her bread and butter.
Oh, that's who it is.
That's her punishment.
Yeah.
I watch that show every day.
yeah, that's her.
Never knew her name.
She trashed too, though.
Do we care about Carl Thomas, Donell Jones, and Dave Hollister?
I do.
Yeah, we do.
Starting the R&B group?
Yeah, we do care about that.
I do, actually.
You know why?
Why?
Because one of them can really sing.
Oh, which one is that?
Dave Hollister.
Dave Hollister, a beast.
He can really sing.
Yeah.
Donell somewhere still looking through a restaurant window for old girl. That's what he's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And Carl Thomas just gonna shimmy like, you ever seen Carl Thomas live?
No.
You hear his notes, he shimmy like this?
You actually paid a ticket to go see Carl?
No.
Look at man.
Yeah. Somebody
on the road to riches and Diamond Williams.
I'm emotional.
Real men do real things.
The reason I like it, one, because we ain't heard about none of these three dudes in the last 10 years.
It's not a super trio either, though.
It's definitely not a super trio. It's not. It's some Chicago. You know what it reminds me of?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Us three.
Who would you be? Who would you be?
Oh, I'm Donell Jones.
Who would you be?
You gotta be Carl Thomas.
I
He's
still don't
Dave
mind.
Hollister. Dave Hollister's a chubby, like,
wow,
and the best singer. Hello.
Thanks. Whatever. Like,
thanks.
Whatever, bro. I ain't gonna lie though. That Donell Jones though. It's 3:15, girl. What's it gonna be?
Shorty got her eyes on me.
Yeah. We been rocking since 2, girl. What you gonna do? I've been chilling at the embassy. What? That was my. That was the hit.
Yeah, okay.
Your young lady, he sang that too.
But Dave Hollister's album was low key cold.
Yeah. Which one? He got 3 of them.
Only the first one.
After he left Blackstreet. A lot of people don't know he was from Blackstreet.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he got a little start with them.
Yeah. No, I think that's dope, man. Chicago artists, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to fill in this R. Kelly void. Okay. Never.
Why they put super in front of trio though?
R. Kelly
that's the part that got me. I don't mind nobody thinking.
No,
that's
what people are calling.
It was billed as the super trio from Chicago. They called it something the Shy. Which is unoriginal, but I like
That's
it
whack
though.
as hell.
But here's the thing. I mean, this isn't the first time we've
Y'all
seen
still
this.
come on the show,
They did what they did LSG. That didn't really work. You know, it spawned a hit or two.
Well, I mean,
a
because
hit or two.
Keith Sweat couldn't sing though.
No, he can't sing.
And then Johnny Gill was singing to
Sweat and Gill. Yeah.
He wasn't singing to
that
women.
was
He was
whack.
singing to
That was
men.
whack.
And then LeVert sounds like his
No,
dad.
this isn't gonna last. Let me be clear. This is gonna be a
Then you had Genuine.
That was cool though.
Yeah, it was
TGT.
Yeah, Genuine.
Genuine and Tyrese.
Yeah.
Tyrese lost it all.
I never, not one moment of my life, knew this was a thing.
Real shit.
Genuine and they.
It was all right.
Nah,
it was a couple songs.
That was
they were singing draws off, bro.
That was a wedding album. They
were singing draws off, dog.
They were announcing their.
He said a wedding album.
Companionship. No way. Tyrese and Genuine
and Tank. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's 2 T's in that name, sir.
What are your thoughts on? Did y'all peep that this young boy, man, 16, 17 years old, got a whole scholarship? Not scholarship, excuse me. Got paid. Jalen Lewis.
Deal.
Yeah, the whole business deal.
down because I was trying to look that up before the show and then I decided not to.
All right, so he's the youngest, right? Youngest player in history, all right, to get signed to a professional basketball contract in the country. All right, according to the
16 years old.
Yeah, 16 years old, reportedly signed a $1 million multi-year deal with Overtime Elite.
Which is what is that
exactly? Yeah.
So Overtime is a YouTube thing. Like these guys are at every game filming everything, and they just highlight all of the players from 8 all the way to 18.
So it's like ball is life type
exactly.
of thing. Yeah,
Exactly. So he cut a check. That follows up with again, Max P. And
so
his
wait,
people.
wait. How does he? Okay.
They cut him a check.
He said, "Fuck
so
college."
They pay him.
You can't go to school.
They pay him to just. I'm lost.
They pay him to play basketball, bro.
But he plays AAU. I'm assuming
he's in
high school. He's the youngest player to ever sign a contract.
But that's super illegal. Where does he go to school in Europe?
It's not illegal. It's not illegal.
And if
he just can't go to college though.
He can't go to college because he's no longer.
Because
Right.
Take that check, young boy. I'm proud of you.
This is what Overtime Elite does for their
I need to know,
bro. They get $100,000 per year.
But it says for college tuition.
For college tuition.
Oh,
right.
so you can't play ball in college. You still
full
go
health
to
care
college.
and disability insurance in case you get hurt. And you get bonuses and company shares. But I still don't know how I feel about that though.
So this got to be some kind of position with them in NBA G League, right? Because
it's a faster pathway.
Because we know that the G League is about to compete with the college market for these same players. Like they can go get paid at 18.
They can go get paid. Even though they get anywhere from 40 to 80 grand in the G League, and they really ain't a bunch of money in there.
They're getting paid anyway.
They get paid anyway. Yeah.
I love y'all. Y'all look, boy, we got a team. Watch this here. Look at Reverend Lonnie, boy. Reverend Lonnie.
Reverend Lonnie Love. Oh, Martin, Reverend Lonnie Love.
And Mama Vanessa, look, they just communicated. I didn't do nothing but put an empty glass down, and I just in the back.
Just next time you just
you'll be fucked up by the time you need a show.
Damn well, nah.
You fucked up by the time you leave, dog. This is the second quick hit, bro.
Thank you very much.
All right, so again,
is that a charcuterie plate?
Lotto.
It's a charcuterie over there.
It is. Are y'all paying attention?
No.
Okay, good. I'll just make sure.
Go.
Yeah. So Jalen.
What you think about that, dog?
Jalen, I think it's dope. Like at 16, if I had someone wanted to pay me $10,000, right? No, I'm taking
homeless
it
right now, bro. 10
no,
rank,
but
bro.
what I'm saying is,
come on, man.
At 16, bro, the fact that you have a company willing to pay you $1 million at 16, I'm taking it. Good job. It changes the scope. It changes the scope, right? Now, I don't know if this boy's gonna make it to the league, but it doesn't matter. Now he reached $1 million, something that his parents. I don't know his parents.
Bruh, he legit could skip all of the other steps and just invest that bread in 3 properties in areas that we know the money's going crazy.
Right.
He ain't got to do nothing for the rest of his life. Like, definitely, I can't believe it, bro. That's crazy. Like but that definitely shows that we are looking at a new job market because it's not just going to be sports, bro. You're going to start seeing this in graphic design businesses. You're going to start seeing this in tech companies. These kids are going to be coming out of high school with full-time checks for their skill sets because the game is changing. The world is changing. It ain't that 9 to 5 thing no more. I just want to have a kid so it can be my kid.
So if my niece paints this next Van Gogh, right? And we sell that thing for $2 million. Right? And she's 13. We out of here.
Come on, we out of here. No, day out of here. You gonna visit.
Sugar foot.
You gonna
Sugar
visit.
foot. We out of here. We out of here.
Look, let me tell you something. That's what we always think. It never works out like that, bro.
You know how many gifts I done bought there?
How good, well, see, how good of an uncle are you though?
I'm a damn good uncle.
2 ways now.
Yes.
What you give for Christmas?
Did you buy the art supplies? That's what's really gonna matter.
At this point, I just give them the gift cards. That's what they asked me for.
See, what I did was I bought the iPad and the Apple Pen for my niece's artwork so that she could work on. So now she cannot say that she could do that without me. I was very instrumental
I feel like
in that
I feel
process.
like- I feel like
we
no,
tied at the hip at this point.
I am very good to my nieces. They know what time it is.
Okay.
We gonna see what you
I'm
said.
gonna just lean this way.
When she said that paying for 2 meals, we gonna see.
She doesn't seem too convinced.
Hey, dog.
Am I good to you?
you
Exactly.
go.
Exactly.
Hey, she's like, just shut the fuck
When
up.
they in Calabasas and you here, we gonna see, bro.
when she with Kanye and chilling with Michelle Obama and we watching on YouTube, just it's okay.
So they also did a, we're in Chicago. We always rep in Chicago. They recently did Taste
down.
for the Homeless. It feeds hundreds of Chicagoans, right? I thought that was just dope as fuck. We don't have to Taste Chicago, but Taste of the Homeless, man. I'm not even sure what program. Yeah, I'm not even sure what program.
It is a Taste of Chicago. If you want to look at it, it's
Kinda
Chicago.
What?
Kind of. I think it was down on Randolph, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not.
Oh,
mistaken.
where all the restaurants are? That's even doper. Those are some really dope restaurants over there. You have no idea.
I'm guessing. I'm guessing. You know what I mean? I'm guessing. But I did read that, and I was hoping some of y'all would do y'all research, so I wouldn't have to carry this conversation.
Man, I had an emotional weekend.
I'm sorry.
I have an emotional weekend. I'm not ready.
I almost got
come
up.
I'm not ready. I wasn't ready. No.
Make sure he's spelling right.
Wow.
Make sure he's spelling right.
Hey, why is he giving you that voice, bro?
Let me just jump it right into Black Excellence, man, because y'all stupid today, man.
Oh, you make you sound like a soft Winnie the Pooh.
No, that's how you acting right now. And you got on pink. I feel you. Salmon.
Well, we're here now.
Salmon. You got that salmon on.
Oh, it's on. All right.
Salmon or salmon?
No, this is pink like a mom.
So, is it Zaila Avant?
Yeah,
the spelling bee.
Yes. Shout out to you, Queen. You are Black Excellence. She completely destroyed the spelling bee.
Somebody might spell this word and say.
Bro, this dude definitely text off GP when we found out. He was like, hey, she'll murder you on mine in a spelling bee.
So she's riding a unicycle, dribbling 5 basketballs.
Well, I didn't see
Well,
that.
hold on.
I didn't see that when I saw you.
No.
Yes,
Before y'all do that, let me get some clarity to exactly what she does, right? What she accomplished. She was the first African American contestant to win the Scripps National
That clap button, bro.
Spelling
Come on.
and a full scholarship. Okay. You know what I mean? And a full scholarship. And I just think that was fucking amazing. And then on top of that, come to find out, someone did some real digging on her, and she gets busy on the court. She gets busy on the court. So like her workout videos, crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, she
crazy.
got the step back, she got the spin move, she got the left hand, she got the right hand, she got the pull out. Like she was snapping in them videos.
And LSU officially offered her a scholarship.
You know what I thought of though, bro?
I bet.
Rest in peace, Kobe and Gianna. I thought about what Lil Mama Cedar might be looking like working out when I saw her doing a video, bro. Because it was like ridiculous. Hop steps, Euro steps,
bro.
Crab dribbles.
And she's not a small girl. She gonna be about 6'5", easy.
She has no chance to have a boyfriend, bro.
She's 13. She like 6 feet
don't need a man
right
for
now.
nothing.
She ain't no 6 feet, nothing.
Bro, she's taller than you.
Damn.
Bro, I'm 5'10" with Tim's on. Fuck
This
you
one
mean?
left.
Yeah, she taller than you. I promise you.
Fast.
I can't wait for her to put you in the post. Pause.
Oh, okay. So we're not gonna get away from what I really want to ask. So the word she had to spell to win was.
I think I spelled it right, didn't I?
Zocalo.
No. This is a different word.
Oh, that was last week.
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
Y'all finna get this. Okay.
Pause.
What? Hold on. Who said that? Who did that, Harbo?
Wait
Hey,
a
Lonnie.
minute.
Stop talking on Bossy Mike.
First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I need McKinday to pronounce.
I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Hey man, what's the code to the Wi-Fi?
Wait. Oh, you got the Wi-Fi.
I'm fucking with you, dog.
Okay, all right.
It was Murraya.
Murray.
Okay,
Murray, Mariah.
That's pretty fucking good.
Is it Mariah?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What's the origin of the word? Can you
British. It's British. It's British for real. You stupid as hell, dog. It's British.
Use it in a sentence.
Yeah. Mariah had several hits on the Billboard in the 90s. No. Right.
Okay,
Drake.
got it. Someone tell Mariah I'm a fire. She should work tonight. Now, you know what's ill about that though? Somebody sent me an Instagram video. It's pseudo connected to this about a white kid, like a 12-year-old white kid, and the word they gave him was negus.
Oh boy.
Negus.
Oh boy.
So they got this little poor white boy, 11 years old, in front of all these people. They was like, spell negus.
All
So
eyes on him.
He was like, can you tell me the origin of the word?
African.
They were like, It was like, it comes from Africa. He was like, what's the definition? He was like, it means
A bunch of people.
no, figurehead or sovereign is the word they use of a country, right? And he's just like, bro, the white boy is terrified because he keeps hearing niggas.
Yeah.
The whole time. You can see his face. He's just like, right before he finally goes, he goes, like, he knew he was about to get cooked, but he spelled it right. Negus, which is actually pronounced negus, not negus, but we say that here in America, which the same conversation we had last week about my homeboy.
I'm calling him niggas.
But yo, this white boy, so when he spelled it, he was just like Negus. Like he definitely thought he lost, bro. When they was like correct, he was like, oh my God, I thought I was gonna be the first racist 11-year-old.
That's why he was upset, because he thought he lost his only black friend.
Yeah, no, he was over with. He knew he was in trouble, bro.
So let me ask you this. Lonnie, you have a daughter, 8, right? Okay.
What up, Nyla?
That's close. That's 3rd grade, maybe going into 3rd, 4th. Okay. We're talking about, or they're talking about. We're not talking about this shit, but we're gonna bring it up because I think this shit is stupid. But 5th graders having condoms in the class.
Wow.
Being passed out on Fridays, which
like it's fucking candy.
Implies something else as well. On Friday,
going to the weekend
exactly
with protection.
They're giving 5th and 6th graders.
Is this one school? Is this a school district?
CPS.
Yeah.
This is in Chicago.
Yo, peoples.
Nah, I don't work for CPS.
He always just on them.
Nah, yeah.
I don't work for CPS. I work for a charter school. Yeah.
Would you want Lonnie? Would you want your daughter to come home?
This is interesting.
Or having access or seeing contraceptives? You like that, don't you? You know what I'm saying? On the weekend, being handed out. It didn't say it came with that though.
So what y'all probably can't hear is what he said was he definitely wants his daughter to get the information and the sexual education about what's going on and what, you know, the implications and the dangers and the safety.
In 5th grade,
but he doesn't want her actually being given the condom by the teacher, right? This is an interesting one, man. It's tough too.
Not to cut you off, but
you did though.
It takes me to a place where
the dumbest phrase in the world.
It is
not to cut you off.
It is.
While I cut you off, like,
exactly.
So let me intentionally cut you off, but I'm gonna say
exactly
not to cut you
like
off.
I give a fuck.
That's
Exactly.
Gonna make it all better.
Exactly. You understand? You're a smart man. But what that takes me back to is it okay if you are putting your daughter on birth control at 16, 17, 18, right? Is this prevention, or is this saying that it's okay? What the fuck? Hold on, man. What the fuck is going on?
This bro is literally, he got 17 different brushes in his bag. He used this brush for the top of his head. He got another brush for the back of his head. Anyway.
And I got a brush for my beard too.
To your question, man. Right. Just brush on top of brush. Who buys this baby Barbie brush, bro? Like whose kid did you rob?
Me.
All right. That's what
I got somebody at work.
I will say this though. I was in this position my first year of teaching. There was an organization, I was teaching freshmen, and there was an organization that was doing research through University of Chicago. And the research did show that the earlier you talk about sexual education with kids, the more safe they are. Teen pregnancy went down, less STDs, right? So this same program had a curriculum, and I was tasked with, teaching it to the class, right? What happened though, 2 things happened. One, there was a lesson in there about how to put on a condom. And the lesson, the way they wrote it was that I was supposed to get a banana and
That's
bring
gay.
it to class. But also what it said in there, optional. It was it was no real talk. Like this is real. The optional was bring an actual dildo. I am not joking. This is a absolute real thing. They said if you feel comfortable enough, bring a dildo to class.
Why would they do you like that?
Because they want you to teach the kid how to actually properly use a condom. Again, the research showed that kids don't know how to put condoms on properly, which is what leads to teen pregnancy, etc. Right?
Why were there?
So I obviously, as a first-time teacher, this is my first year. This is my third year teaching or whatever. I'm in school. I was like, I am not comfortable standing in front of a group of young girls and with a dildo and a banana either and putting a condom on.
This is still funny.
I called the company. I was like, listen, you all have to send somebody else out for this lesson. If it's required that I do this lesson or that they get this lesson, somebody else has to do it. I'm not doing it, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. What else happened in that class? Bro, the things that there were kids in that class that thought you could get pregnant from anal sex. Okay. There were kids in that class like that really believed that this boy said you can't.
that boy shooting the ass up.
Wow.
What I'm trying to get at though is that you would actually be shocked at how much information these kids really don't have. Yeah. Like they really don't know. And so I don't know. I'm on the fence a little bit. I do think 5th grade is a little early. Like my niece is in 5th grade now, right? But she also, her mother and her, they have these conversations at home. So that's where it really comes in. Is this supposed to be something that is at home or is it something that you give the school power to have? And I think that's where the difficulty is, right?
10 years old is way too early for me. 10 years old is way too early for me. Like I understand women or young girls mature a whole lot faster than men do, right? They may even catch their period, right? In 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, right? This is a real thing.
Yeah.
At least, 7th, 8th grade. You know what I mean? 5th grade, bro, you're still supposed to be green, man.
I mean, but also
they're
exposed to
sex.
It's still young. They're exposed to sex and
all
sex conversation
every day,
all day, every day.
YouTube, your phone,
every
your
rap
laptop.
song, every R&B song, everything that they see on every TV show. So it's like, exactly, right?
How old is she again?
Right. So the line has been moved, right? Okay. Like we're no longer in the society where Cinemax that comes on at 2 a.m. is the first time you're gonna get access to this thing, right?
Loved it.
So when my dad and my uncle caught me watching, right? You know what I'm talking about? I was 15 years old. That's when they had the conversation. It was a short conversation, but that was the conversation that we had then. The line is definitely moved up. And we got to be real. Not every parent is y'all. Right? Not every parent is actively involved and very intelligent about how to approach this.
Facts, bro.
And like you have most of the kids that fall victim to the bullshit when it comes to this are the ones whose parents are not directly involved. So when you look at CPS's population, you're looking at a population that unfortunately there is a very large majority of these kids that are not going to get this information if CPS doesn't give it to them. I do feel like it's a touchy age range, but I don't know that you can do anything about that. This is society.
All right. Look here. I'm glad you said what you said because my biggest issue with this is, are you giving them these things without educating them?
Right.
That's my problem.
Is it just like, hey, happy Friday, take a comment?
Right. They're not even mentally able to understand.
Process.
You know what I mean? Like that's too much.
And the fact he just said too that, that we aren't every parent that's out here bothers me more because now you're tasking an overtaxed parent or parent who don't give a fuck with another responsibility of talking to their child about sex. When I forgot the numbers and I did the fucking research. I think it's like 45% of the parents our age, they weren't properly informed about how to have sex or to do that shit anyway. And they also received or recipients, it's not like it's a fucking award show, recipients of some kind of trauma themselves. You know what I'm saying? So now, if they are talking to their kids or children about sex, it's coming from a jaded, a damaged point of view, man. And it's sad because now
unhealthy space.
You giving this child a foundation. It's a foundation, and it's not solid. It's a rotten foundation, pretty much, for lack of a better term.
This boy really has a square flip reverse in his ear. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, no, that's hilarious. I don't know what he on.
This Bossy is on a whole nother level today.
Boy, look here.
He brought his brother because he got tired of me bossing him around and shit. His brother set up all the equipment. Bossy just sat in the back eating cheese and crackers and shit.
I did say y'all did a good job, though.
I think it's about that time, man. You know, we're in the compound, man. We got to shout out the compound today. All right, for today's episode. This is sponsored. Really, I like the term sponsored. I appreciate this brother led me and us into his home to tear his shit up.
Let me just be clear, it was my idea though.
Wow.
Wow.
The owner of this establishment and Amon have thrown hands before.
Yeah, baby. Might throw hands today. We ain't finished.
So no, y'all ready to bring him in?
Yeah, I think so, man. We're gonna do that quick pause for the break. I don't think so. Oh, well, other than the NBA Finals, man, we can touch on that real quick.
I told y'all they're going back to Phoenix 2-2, bro.
What you mean? It's 2-1, bro. Relax.
Well, hold on.
It's not going to get better tomorrow.
Well, hold on. The way that game went, bro, the way Milwaukee went in on them dudes, like Phoenix was in there, but like they dominated them boys.
They did what they were supposed to do at home when you're down 0-2. That's it.
Okay, explain this to me. I get the whole home away thing. But at the end of the day, it's the dude on the basketball court with the basketball that's putting it in the hoop, right? So people cheering, people booing,
that's how
whatever.
Basketball works.
How do you explain?
It is. There's no true
basketball
statement.
Some guy with some ball puts it in the except this dude because he don't.
Oh boy.
Y'all heard episode 54. Go back and check that out.
We finna go outside. I'm definitely finna get this TikTok.
The guest that went on the show told us a different story though, dog.
You say what?
Funny, bro.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, point being.
That's my nemesis, man. You know what time it is.
Here's the thing. What I'm saying is, how do you explain a 30-point swing between the same group of athletes? I get that the crowd has they beat them by like a 25-point. I think somebody said this to me at the bar where we was watching the game. I think this is true. I think this is like fixed.
Oh,
wow.
I think that the NBA is telling Phoenix to tank it. I think they know. I think they talked to both teams, coaches, owners, and everything, and was like, "Look, Phoenix is gonna win, but it has to go 7." I think.
But we say that all the time. It's two small market teams, right? So obviously they both need the revenue, right? Yeah. I get all that.
And if they go 7, both teams grow in their followership, etc. All the jerseys get sold. Chano, hey, big up to Chano.
Why is he cheering Milwaukee?
No. You didn't see his interview? He did an interview with.
That's all I needed right here.
Chano did it. No. I was actually rocking with it. Chano did an interview with what's the black dude that did Blackish? Anthony Anderson. He got his own like talk show or whatever. He did an interview with Chance and he asked him because Anthony Anderson's a Phoenix fan. He's a Chris Paul fan. Chano said specifically that like he rocks with Milwaukee because of its close proximity to Chicago.
They are cousins.
No, bro, but you got to understand
sports is different.
The political space on that though gives. Chance is performing.
Good for him though.
Chance is performing at Summerfest in Milwaukee this year.
Are we gonna be there?
Maybe.
Goddamn right.
Maybe. I might not even be there. But fuck. But
we was booked already.
So it was a brilliant move. And he was just like, yo, Giannis is just a cool dude.
He was there like Peter Pablo. He was waving that towel. Like
he was just like, Giannis is a cool dude.
I swear to God, your hat and your whole aura says Chicago.
No. He was just like, yo, I rock with Giannis. He gave him big ups for bringing his brother on the team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you brought your brother to the team. Like, I don't.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Like, all y'all on the same.
All y'all are like the Giannis's.
Exactly.
Like
they definitely the Giannis's.
Antetokounmpos. The fuck?
Hey, low key, what's ill is when you got out the driver's seat. I was like, this boy done brought his brother as a reserve.
Hey, Pinnacle take me under early. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, like me to sit in the seat.
Yeah, I was wondering who Caillou was in this shit. Like, all right, well, that's cool. So I guess after these messages, man, we'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the compound, as we so specifically say in every episode, because we have access to great spaces that we like to highlight. Just so you know, one of the main reasons we picked this particular space in this place is that we have a very special guest coming. We talked about how Amon's birthday was this week, Saturday.
A King's Day.
Okay. All right. Sure. Whatever. And we are in his brother's home, actually. Haven Matthews, who's the brother who's, like successful and does like important, responsible things.
You said like successful.
Has a house with
you funny as shit.
And shit. But so yeah, man, we just want to go ahead. We're gonna welcome the big brother Haven to the show. You know what I'm talking about?
Lion sleeps tonight in the jungle, the mighty jungle, where the lion sleeps
Something like Joffrey Joe for this motherfucker,
man. King Chop at Joe Fars in the building.
You gotta get like to the rest of the song. You went too fast.
Yeah. I told him to slow down. You know what I'm saying? This is his first time on camera. It's not what he does.
What told him was he had bad knees, so he can't go fast no way.
Facts.
Against it to prove you wrong.
He did race that. I looked up. He was already here.
So what's funny is when we got here, I hate you know what? Fuck is my brother. I can call him the King. The King was asleep. You know what I'm saying? The King was asleep.
Came out like he was a lion in the rainforest. It was like,
I was hibernating, man.
There you go.
Hey, look, a woman away. We done with that shit. Hey, man, first of all, welcome to the show, man.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Hey.
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Really appreciate your heated floors. That's
tremendous.
That's some gangster shit.
Oh my God.
Hey man, y'all should feel it in the wintertime when you can walk around here barefoot.
Yeah, I hear that. Hear that.
You are a very bougie individual.
Hey, bougie black folks, man. You was raised that way, man.
You goddamn right.
Don't turn off your roots.
Bougie black folks.
Kenny already did the introduction. So for those that's listening and those that's watching, this is my brother. We've talked about him a million times on the show.
This is the one that he say he put hands on. Do you believe that shit? Do you believe that this guy, pause, put hands on that guy? No chance.
Shit.
If you do believe that, who do you think won?
Exactly.
That's
the important question.
Hey, he might have started it. He might have actually did the initial reach, but it didn't end like that.
This is how real it was, though. We had our fathers on for Father's Day. And of course, this question came up.
Right.
Hey, John, love the earring, man. Love his swag, love his cool.
You love it.
He just got quiet. I do love the earring, man. Hey, John just got quiet. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah. Exactly. He even dog walked him.
No, I just told y'all out there on the patio, like, no, you hold on for dear life, man. You know what I'm saying? He actually talked about, what was that, last week? He was like, man, my brother can't fight. I'm like, no, it's not a king fight. I just picked the wrong fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I jump out of my weight class. You know what I'm saying? My hands are nice.
I got to give him his props. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna throw no names out there, but he did whoop this one dude on the block. You know what I'm saying? We was the only black family on the block.
Was it like 9?
I mean, I feel like we was. I don't know how old he was. I mean, I just
ass whooping happened.
Yeah, dude deserted ass whooping.
Amon gave him the treatment that he requested, man.
Okay.
I got to give him his props on that one, man.
I got my brother's back. I'm just saying.
I appreciate that.
Dude, man, I don't see it. I don't understand how that could happen.
I'm just saying he's like 1 in 90, you know?
Damn, boy. Hey, he the first box on punch out. Glass Joe on punch out, bro.
It's like his shooting percentage.
Damn.
I mean, he 1 for 90 at that jump shot.
I'm just saying old boy took an L that day.
That's all that matter. I'm fresh.
Amon was looking like Floyd Mayweather.
Did he have all his limbs? Did he have one eye? Like, what was the handicap? I know there had to be a situation.
I mean, like,
because I'm a real nigga.
He was actually bigger than Amon. You know what I'm saying? He was actually bigger than him. I mean, Amon was up. I mean, I'm telling you, he was bobbing and weaving. Dude couldn't touch him.
All right, real talk though. And I'm be honest, right? Like, I have an older brother, but my older brother is smaller than me and was not an aggressive type of dude. So, like, when it came to fights, like, I was the one in the family. Me and Naima, actually. Naima, low-key, was the most dangerous
soldier.
But do you think that he used to pick fights at times just because he knew he had a giant older brother that was going to come in and demolish people?
Let me correct you. Amon is older than me.
That's right.
He's older than me. He's 6 months older than me.
That's right.
This like that movie Arnold Schwarzenegger with Danny DeVito.
Twins, right?
Him and Danny DeVito. Absolutely.
But like, you move too soon. That's the first rule in a crisis situation.
Hey, you know what's fucked up though? Is my older brother is the shortest of our tribe.
Yeah, he's the smallest person I've ever seen in your family, bro.
No,
that's
not. You talking about Javaga? Hey, Javaga, tighten him up when you see him. Tighten my Ken Day up.
I swear to God, I'm getting a family portrait. I'm putting it on the Facebook group, bro. Y'all have the largest family I've ever seen in life, bro. And your daddy like 140 pounds.
It's a millionaire, man.
So since we are of the culture and we're of the black culture. Hold on, boss. Hold on, Abasi.
Hey, you remember that
now,
one promo that
so you're gonna keep going.
Wait, Amon bought one of these random Facebook like advertising joints to promote the show, and it has like, so some random person will record like the stuff you write. He got some dude from like Tennessee, Kentucky was like, well, look into the corner Convo with McKeon Day and a Bassy.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. I never.
The best part is when he sent it to us, he was so proud.
Probably like a basket.
We was listening. I know about that, man. Where
I need you to send me that, man.
I still got it. I never posted it.
I never posted a particular brand of edutainment with a Bassy.
I never posted it, but that shit was funny. So, definitely wasn't that at all.
I didn't know about that, man.
So Makinde, Abase, and Akiba. Akiba. And I am again Amon, right? So
Amon what? Amon Ra.
Amon Ra.
There you go.
Right.
Akiba means eagle or something like that, right? Flying eagle or spirit of the bear.
I'm not even gonna lie.
No, spirit of the bear. That's a real thing.
Close. Flying eagle or spirit of the bear, like they basically right here.
He does have a trash ass bear tattoo.
Hat.
Yeah. Cover that up.
See, man, I know shit. I know things.
No. Okay, so real talk though. Real talk. For those that don't know or didn't see the show with our dads, what we found out on that show is that the two of y'all went to the same, what was it, like elementary school or something like that? Right.
And say we went to school and ask him about it. We went there.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all didn't even remember going.
I did.
It took his daddy to say it before you remember.
We ate orange peels. We ate the entire fruit. How about that? It was very, very appetizing.
I'm not sure that's a good thing, but okay.
So no. Real shit. Episode 55. We want to jump into the blue line, right? So if
no, we're not gonna start there.
We don't want to start there
because what we.
Oh yeah. I forgot. I'm sorry.
So we had this conversation. Obviously,
here, bro.
We had this conversation. And you know, again, we're at your house. Obviously, your daughters are here. Your wife's here. And so when we were in the break, we really extended the conversation about how we felt about CPS passing out contraceptives to fifth graders, right? And so some of the conversation that we had off camera, we really thought was important. Again, you as a dad, particularly of two daughters, teenage daughters at that. So yeah, man, just to your, like, speak from your perspective, man, like how does that feel to be a parent and to have to deal with that? Do you agree with the decision? Do you not agree with the decision? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about it?
Well, first I want to say that I definitely agree with the sex education in the school. I think that is important. I remember when my daughters were being taught about everything, and it was, you know, it was eye-opening for us because I wasn't expecting it, but you know, they were taking it all in, and they actually talked to us about it. So I thought that was dope. The whole thing with handing out condoms, I ain't with all of that. I just I feel like it's almost like you're telling them, go do this. All right. Now we taught you how, like what to do. Here, take these so you can do it. Now practice. And that's the part that I don't agree with. You know, because they're still kids, they're still children. You know, and I just don't, like I said, I don't agree with that
at all.
Now, one of the things that we said during the break too is, like you were saying, again, I remember, like, when I was in high school, there was a moment. I want to say I was a junior. They actually converted a portion of the school to like a room specifically for pregnant students, right? So girls that were pregnant, they had like their own little classroom area so that they could bring their children, right? So that they could bring their babies, because some of them don't have
shit.
Well, some of them didn't really have family situations where they could afford childcare, or that they had anybody, you know what I'm saying, in the family that could watch the kids. So they had, otherwise they were gonna have to drop out, right?
Right.
At that same time, though, this condom thing was still happening, right? The sex education is giving kids condoms was happening. But the difference was if you wanted condoms, because I remember being a teenage boy and we always thought it was like super cool and shit, right? Like
pull out your wallet and you got
to rub it out. I'm about to go smash something.
I'm finna go, bro. I'm finna go to the nurse.
Hey, bro.
I got a couple of rubbers.
Right? Y'all cannot say we because I never believed in them things.
Oh,
okay. It's not a first conversation. There's no we here.
I'm a raw dog king.
You know,
yeah, he's definitely raw dog king.
A whole new job. Man.
Shoot the club
up. But no, so but I think one of the points you made was that back then, dirtbag.
That's just too funny.
One of the points you made was that you don't feel comfortable with the fact that they are giving them to them involuntarily. If a kid is not asking for it, we had an opportunity to go just get it.
And I stand on that. I mean, like if you got a kid that's sexually active, and I do think that some of these little boys, they're probably just doing it just to say, hey, I got some rubber.
Look at me.
That boy said rubber. As we used to say, lying on your dick. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I mean,
Facts.
You know,
LOD.
But
you got an acronym
that's
for that?
not a real thing, bro.
Shit.
No, sir.
Shit.
Laminator.
Exactly.
Lamina, man. Look at me. I'm nobody. I need attention.
That's still not a thing, man.
It's real. It's a real thing. It's as real as
he definitely made that up.
Okay, see now?
He definitely made that up.
Yes.
I'm a curator, man. I'm a creator.
No, I mean, I don't think that they should be giving kids condoms. To me, it's a green light. It's
teach first though. Teach them first.
You teach them. I mean, you teach them, but then when you follow that up with here's some condoms, it's like, all right, now go put it in action. You know, and that's the problem that I like. I got twin 13-year-old girls. You know, maybe they ain't telling me, but right now
you
I don't
speak
think
into the mic, man.
I'm sorry.
All right, John.
Right.
They're the same thing.
Right. Hey, man, like father, like son. You know, like I got twin 13-year-old girls, and I'm sure they don't tell me everything, but right now I don't like. I've seen no indications that they're even interested in boys right now, and you know
that's a good question. Yeah, because she's more likely to tell the mom, right? Why would you tell this big scary ass dude that like you really like guys?
All to give. Yeah,
yeah, that's true. We had that.
We present a united front.
That's very true.
We present a united front.
Yep.
My kids, you know, like one of them, she thought she was being slick because she knows that her mother's more likely to say yes to a lot of things than I am. And so she would always go to her. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and she would go to her. You know, but
with the girl dad thing, yeah, girls can ask their dad. Yeah, that's true. You got two daughters.
My daughter, like the one, she's more social. So, you know,
drop her name. Drop her name.
No.
You know,
no,
yeah,
do not do that.
I mean, it's gonna come up eventually. You know, when we do the
fine.
But you know, she's a lot more social, and so just me being a father, I'm naturally overprotective.
Sure.
Where are you going? Who are you with? What time are you going to leave there? You know, how many people are going to be there? You know, where are their parents? You know, I got all these questions. You know, my wife and I, my wife and I, we think differently. Like we process differently. Right. You know, and I process more from a protective. You know, my wife's a social butterfly, and that's how my daughter is. You know, like she's the same way. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, when my daughter asks her to do things, my wife looks at it from a social
perspective. Yeah,
right.
And that's fair. That's fair.
And I get that, you know, so I always try not to be the buzzkill.
You're definitely a fucking buzzkill.
I know I am. I mean, but the thing also is that I rarely tell them no.
Sure.
You know, sure. I rarely tell my daughters no. I'm lucky. I got 2 straight A students. They don't give us any problems. They're never in any trouble. They're good kids.
Yeah.
You know, so I rarely tell them no.
I don't know what Abasi keeps pointing to random white people.
I'm on outside.
It's just random white people. Why is it Amon? It's just a random white person.
No one podcast in Chicago.
Bro. I was calling that man name like his name was Amon for real. He wouldn't look back at me. I was disappointed. Explain this hat you have on. You thought we were gonna get? Yeah, yes, exactly.
There's a rooster. I'm an animal lover. It's a rooster on there.
The man has a picture of a rooster, and the term above the rooster is cock.
Oh.
Pause.
Super pause.
It's on the hat, though.
Well, he's just describing. Yeah, that's okay. All right. Yeah.
What you know, man, we don't do advertising, but you know, your hat collection is pretty fucking dope. We suffer from the same affliction. Yeah. I can't walk past a fucking Liz to save my life.
Really?
I got to go buy some kind of a bullshit 2 for $20 hat or a real half of these hats cost so fucking much.
Yeah,
now.
they like $40 for.
What you don't understand is that that's just one box. I got 2 more downstairs.
See that? Hey, this is where his police money's going. You want to put this one to check?
Oh no, he got a whole closet. He bought some on Amazon that like organizes his hats by color, by snapback fitted. Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess that's what it is.
Can we?
This is the one you chose to wear.
That's what it said, funny to me.
Can we have a real conversation? Can we get into it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into it. For the people that follow the show, everybody knows that a bossy's a cop.
Sometimes.
I mean, I don't know how.
Yeah, you know, it happens.
ROD, retired on
Hey,
duty.
trust me, man. They let anybody on this job.
And your body.
Mine almost made it.
So if they let anybody on the job, that wasn't even a shot at boss. That was more of a shot at a month. How about anybody gets this job except for you, sir? Hey,
That's
I
funny.
don't know if y'all have seen the video.
Oh, this video? Is footage of this?
Wait, what?
The power test.
Oh yeah. I failed one and I passed the next 2. It's okay, man. If you don't succeed, you get up and get it to it.
It's
again.
classic
Oh,
material.
you don't get
man.
the job? Like, what? Stop.
It's classic material.
I passed all them shits.
I would love to
passed
see him
all
in a
them shits.
uniform, bro. On the streets doing his duties.
Yeah, man, I'm not doing
No
shit
way,
out
bro.
there.
Listen, when the man told me he was actually, I thought it was a joke. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like,
Okay.
The first time he told me, like, yeah, man, I'm gonna take this police academy test. I was sitting there like, yeah, all right, cool.
And see that
Well, right.
that's always been my motivation.
But what's crazy?
So all the naysayers.
Yeah.
Wait. Now check it out. So a couple weeks go by. I ain't seen him, right? It's summertime. He pulls up in Hyde Park.
Looking
Boy
good.
done lost like
40.
15, 20 pounds. Well, at this
That
time,
was
this was the
said
first couple
40.
weeks. No, this was the first couple weeks. He ended up losing 40, but like this first couple weeks.
He didn't look like he look now.
Man.
I was like, man,
I'm mad at him
bro.
for that, though.
I was like, bro, you losing weight, man. He's like, yeah, man, I got to run these miles. So like he was on it. He was
on it.
super serious about it, bro. He was
He was
not a
definitely
joke.
on it.
So once I realized it wasn't a joke, I had your back. I was like, yeah, man, I hope this work out, right? I'm not gonna lie though.
Did you laugh when you said it? though?
Q called me. It was like, yo, man. I was like, man, so you talked to mine? He's like, yeah. I was like, you know, he doing his police academy thing. He was like, yeah, man. I was like, are you worried? Because all I kept thinking about is this dude actually having a badge and a gun and a blue light situation where he could just roll up. I said, man, you know what kind of debt? Like, I would hate to
You
get
ain't no
pulled
cop,
over
Jay
by
Green.
this
You
guy,
ain't no
bro.
couch.
What's that movie that had Bruce as the flashlight security dude?
The Wash.
That's what I kept thinking about, bro. I
That's
just kept
fucked
thinking
up.
he was just gonna be.
Where are you?
I just kept thinking he was gonna be pulling over random women or random people with a donut and just being like,
look where his mind goes, right? Look where his mind goes.
I
That's
ain't gonna lie,
fucked
man.
up.
Part of me was concerned for society. If they really gave me a badge. I'm just not gonna lie.
All right. Well, thankfully I didn't make that. You know what I mean? God had an entirely different plan for me.
You didn't need this shit.
Oh, no. It was all good. You know
That
what I'm
man
saying?
ended up on the path he was supposed to end up
Yeah.
on.
Facts.
Facts, man. All jokes aside.
It's not about me, man. What I want to talk about,
It's always about you.
these are facts too.
Okay.
It's birthday.
But I actually
It
want to
is.
talk to both of y'all. We go back to high school. We hoop together. We put in real work together.
It's a real brother.
Bossy, how many years you got on? 17?
17.
Hey, how many you got?
I had 20 in August.
20 in August.
Hot dog.
Right? Now,
I feel young. I feel like a baby now, bro.
the reason
a different level.
I mean,
okay, they talking.
I get that extra raise.
Man, look here. I can't wait.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take her for a couple
Lamar's
years.
so
Take
mad
over
he
there.
not a police officer right
Man,
now.
why not? Yeah, man. Why not, man? I'm going to play the game. Fuck it,
I'm not, man. Fuck the police, man.
Coming straight from the underground. You know what I'm saying? You don't know lyrics go CB4. You know what I'm saying?
No. But in all seriousness, I wanted to have this conversation because y'all always hear a Bossy's point of view, right?
Which is good. Which is great. No, it's not.
No, yeah, I love your point of view. I love your point of view, right?
It's very
There were
unique.
too many laughters. Too many
is
different
ex-
laughs.
it is
coming on
ex-
the field. Wow.
It is an extremely unique perspective from somebody who's not former police. Like the fact that you are current police is extremely unique.
Next nigga say something while I'm talking is getting shot.
Let's bring some order to this thing, okay? We're actually having a podcast and we're fucking successful.
Oh, that's
now.
what this is, right?
Yes. Now, the reason I want to have this conversation is because everybody hears Abasi's point of view. And I think his shit is dope. No one would even question the fact that he's an officer. They don't even know that you're an officer a lot of times, right?
Yes.
Because you don't walk and talk like quote unquote what an officer should be.
You don't bleed
right?
blue like
When
that.
you,
Right?
when you raise that
Now-
West, it's just different.
Now, again, Haven, Madison, and Springfield, right? Monroe and Springfield, excuse me, right?
These are real neighborhoods too.
Yeah, these are real neighborhoods,
hoods.
and
For
I
real.
want the people to understand that there are a lot of officers who actually do their job the right way, and even though
That's what it sounded like.
It definitely sounded like you
No.
was like, Abasi's one kind of cop.
Haley is what you should. Haley is what you should do. That's what he does.
Hey man, that's for family folk. Man.
listen here, if you own for 17 years,
Oh,
you've done something right, right?
Yes,
Okay. Now, the reason I say that is because there's a blue line that they always talk about,
I hate
right?
it.
They talk about blue lives matter, protect the blue line, right? When you get in there, that blue line disappears and it immediately turns
Immediately,
to
bro.
black and white. And I just know that both of y'all can speak to that, having these years on the job, having certain situations happen to y'all as black officers, right? And how do you now navigate or look at the job moving forward? And I'm gonna start with you, Haven, because I know how Abasi feel.
There you go.
You know, the blue line definitely does exist. You know, you always hear people say things like, well, how come good cops don't turn into bad cops? I'm gonna tell you like this. I've never witnessed somebody stealing dope. I've never witnessed anybody planting a gun on somebody because they know they can't do that shit in front of me. You know, and it's just one of those things where it's like gang bangers go ahead and they do their dirt with other gang bangers. Dirty cops do their dirt with other dirty cops.
Facts.
You
So
know,
if they know you're not on that kind of, if you're not on the tape,
If you ain't on that time, it's different.
they know. They know. And the truth is, as cops, we know, and I'm sure Bossy could validate this. You know, everybody knows who the dirty cops are.
Absolutely.
really within the force.
Yeah, like we know who they are, but can I sit up there and say that I saw dude do such and such? No, I can't, because for one, I don't fuck with dude. You know, I avoid him because I don't want him riding on my calls. I don't want
Smart play.
every cop knows that cop when you got to stop and you dealing with some people and it's smooth and then they show
You don't even
up.
want him showing up, right?
Yeah,
You don't even
they
want
show up
showing
and they sit up there and escalate everything. They start motherfucking people and
can't bust a grape.
yeah, you know, can't fight them, but they aggravating everybody. They going through their pockets, throwing their shit on the ground. You know, just
playing
just
the power play.
right,
Yeah.
power play. You know, being disrespectful. Everybody knows who these guys are.
Really?
You know,
That's deep.
now to sit up there and say that I'm in a position where they can come on my calls and do that. No, I don't see that. Like
You've
that
earned their
doesn't happen.
respect already, though.
Right, and that's they know me. They know how I rock. I've had two really good partners. You know, the first guy was a brother. You know, I'm not gonna throw nobody's name out there, but the first guy was a brother, and he was you know, he taught me everything I knew. You know what I'm saying? Like he taught me how to navigate in the hood. He taught me how to navigate in the projects. He taught me how to deal with people. You know, how to watch everybody's hands and you know how to be safe and protect myself.
Look at the blue line.
I took.
He just helps you with your microphone. You niggas is
I don't know how to.
He ain't never adjusted nobody else mic at all.
I did John's though. I did John's mic.
5 episodes of this shit. This man ain't never. And he did it on some. They did it on some cop shit.
he gave him that one first. I saw that one. Hey, was like, all right, whatever. Then he gave him this one. Like, no, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Y'all the worst, man.
I'll tell you what, dog.
We are.
I'm gonna give a little pushback on that thin blue line, but you're absolutely right in what you said. I just see it from a different perspective. I think the thin blue line doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for somebody. Nope. Pause. Because immediately when I walked onto this job, it became black and white. It was no longer blue, bro. And you could see it not in the form of, you know, written in the rules, but when you see who
it's
hangs around who, who hangs around who, and it's more of a nepotism thing.
So it's like cliquish.
It's definitely clicking. So let me follow up on that. So I do think the blue line exists, but
Wait, so when you say that, what you I'm trying to clarify.
If I fuck up and I don't know nobody, I'm getting fucking fired. If I fuck up and know somebody or the right people, I'm safe.
I get that part.
It depends on the fuck up. My point is that the blue line exists depending on who's in conflict.
We agree on that.
Okay, absolutely. Right. That's what he's saying. He's saying that the blue line ain't blue when it's about him fucking up because he black.
Right. In my experience, you know, there is, you know, if there's a black and white issue, as a black man, expect to come out on the bottom on that.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, that's America.
You know, that's America.
That's facts.
You know, but as a black man, if you got an issue with a black citizen who's not the police, yeah, they'll back you on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. But because at that point, you know what? It's, you with us, you one of the good ones.
Right.
You know,
they love the black they know.
Yeah.
It's fucked up because
then they turn around and say, well, I'm not racist. I'm saying
yes,
Boss is my friend.
Yeah.
Right.
If you can name, you can count the number of black friends you have on your hand.
Absolutely.
You fucking racist. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, because it really is, man.
Yeah, immediately.
Here's the thing I always think about, right? Like, I mean, I'm a teacher, right? And it's a difficult job or whatever. And like, you know, we have to deal with certain things that, you know, other people don't have to deal with, but it's not the same as responding to like a life-threatening situation. White, black, blue, indifferent, right? Kid, whatever. How hard is it for you to leave the job at the job, especially with what you just with what you yeah, we know you, but especially with what you just kind of talked about with this idea that like you might have a lot going on at your job that's directly affecting you personally, and you know essentially are protecting the community, whatever community it is, right? But then when you come home, how do you leave that work at the job and not bring it home?
I compartmentalize very well,
my man.
But also I got to give a lot of props to my wife and my kids. You know, that was one thing I always said. I said, look, I fight every day at work. This got to be peace.
Your place of sanctimony.
Like my kids have never heard us yelling at each other. We don't do that. Like, you know, like we have civilized discussions, and you know, we got certain rules. Like, hey, you know what? If like let's not talk when we mad. Let's talk like let's think about it. You know, let's talk tomorrow. Let's, you know, and that's how we function. You know what I mean? So I compartmentalize well, but also, like I said, I got to give a lot of props to my family, you know, in the sense that of my wife recognizing what I do and how my day may have gone.
Sure.
You know, and to sit up there and say and fall back and you know, it's been a learning
curve
and process for both of us, you know, where, you know, she'll say everything ain't worth the fight. Everything ain't worth
she's right.
bringing up, you know, like how serious is this? Is this worth me nagging him over? No, it's not. You know, like I'm bothered, but I'll move past it. It's not that serious.
Or bring it up later when you might not be as heated type thing. Yeah.
I mean, but or even at all, because
I really don't want to see you angry, man. I'm just saying that.
So let me ask you this, and I've never asked the boss this, and I've never asked you.
Facts.
Being trained to be a police officer, right? Do you think that is a form of brainwashing?
Say it again.
Absolutely.
What was the question? What was the statement?
You gotta ask it again, 'cause he wasn't paying no attention.
Being
Hey, Lottie going off in the back.
Let me
on that, right? We gonna get you in this training program.
Today is training day.
Right. Facts.
So here's the thing, right? Is that being trained, and that's a very specific skill set to do what y'all do. And again, I don't want to act like it's not a real thing, right? Because I know what y'all do is a daily motherfucking grind, right? And my question is, for anyone that maybe wants to be a police officer or that's thinking about it or that's in law enforcement, do you feel that going through training, is that brainwashing?
I don't think the training itself is brainwashing. I think that the brainwashing comes when you get caught up in the culture you know, the culture of us versus them. You know, we're not them. We're different. We're better than them. You know, like I can't tell you how many times like you deal with some of these guys like police officers and they refer to citizens and the people
dirtbag, shitheads.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how they talk about
radio.
people.
That's what they say on the radio.
Just amongst like
what
peers and stuff.
do.
Right. You know that's
No, he's saying cops talking about regular citizens.
Cops,
all cops,
black cops, white cops. Period.
That drink the Kool-Aid.
That's you know when you talk about the brainwashing, I think that the training is good. The training gives you a basic, you know, policing for dummies type.
You got it or you ain't. You got it or you don't.
You know, but I mean, a lot of these guys, you know,
don't have it.
They don't have it.
They out here policing like robots, bro.
Yeah,
and it's stupid and it's fucked up because the academy, fine, give me the procedures so I won't get fired, so I won't embarrass the city. But like you said, when you embrace the culture, and the culture happens when you hit the street.
Yeah,
you get a bad FTO or good FTO. I met a guy,
field training officer.
Oh, he knows that.
He put him on into the show. He's our training officer.
He was in.
He learned that in police school.
So if you get good people to get a foundation or a root for your policing, you'll be okay for the most part because it's still about the person in the uniform in day in, day out. You know what I'm saying? I got family that's police, and for a minute, look here, I gotta say his name. My cousin Rod, he drank the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Reggie was drinking the Kool-Aid. Reggie came on back down. Right? Reggie's 6'8", 2,000 pounds of all muscle.
All of y'all 6'8",
It's a big boy.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's a big boy.
Rod is 6'2", 240, big as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So we have our back and forth in our family chit chat. You know, our group text, man. But you know, it's all about the person doing the policing because on these streets, I don't give a fuck if you can carry your spare gun, your duty gun, 2 vests, bro. These streets don't give a fuck about you. That culture will get you hurt, get you killed, get you bodied. If you walking that tough and don't use your fucking brain and just use your balls, you get fucked up. And that's
so
why
when you say that culture, you mean like the idea that you are the authority and you can control the shit.
So check this out. Like we used to live on the South Side.
That's mistake number one.
So we used to live on the South Side. And so we used to do our grocery shopping over there. We used to go to the grocery store, and it'll be cats in there that I knew from the block, from the streets, and it would be freaking my wife out because dudes would be like, "Oh, what's going on, man? What's good with you, bro?" And she'd be like, "Man, like why they act like you locked them up?" And I said, "Because you treat them like with respect.
Like
it's not personal, you know, and it's not personal until you make it personal.
Yep.
You know, a lot of these guys, they'll respect what you do." You know, and they'll respect you as a man, they'll respect you as a person if you treat them with respect. They know what they do. They know they're in the streets.
To cut you off on purpose. if they don't like police.
I love that. To cut you off on purpose.
Not to cut you off or to stop you.
He kept it a buck.
He said to cut you off on purpose. Like that's a more accurate version of what's happening.
So what you're saying though, bro, you know, they can absolutely hate the police. If you treat them like a person, they won't.
It's not personal.
Coming to you sideways. Yeah. They see you like an export or at the taco spot or anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? They still hate your motherfucking ass, but they won't come at you sideways.
They'll be like, I don't fuck with 12, but do it okay.
You all right? You decent? He decent. You know what I'm saying?
And that was the thing, though. You know, like where they sit up there, and she would be freaked out because cats be like, I'd have to tell cats like, yo, bro, it's cool. I respect you, but we not friends, man. Like, don't. I'm with my family. You just like you don't want me checking you when you with your family.
Yeah.
Like I'm with my family. Like, bro, like I see you tomorrow in the streets, man. We'll chop it up then. You could tell on whoever you trying to tell on them.
So
hey, hold on, man.
Okay.
I got one of the best spots in the world. When somebody locked up in export before. I'm trying to go on the 405.
Locked up where?
Locked up before.
Oh.
I locked up before. Bro, I'm trying to go on the 405, right? Ain't nobody around the gym. Is like empty like a fucking desert western, bro. There's tumbleweeds going to this bitch and everything. Nobody around but him. I'm not gonna go on the 405 by myself. Had a long day at work. I'm so tired.
Wait, what's the 405? I'm missing
405 pounds. It's weightlifting terms.
Okay, bro. Right. I'm like, man, what are you saying, bro?
Some you don't know about
that.
You hear this?
I have no idea.
Yeah, O-block.
What's the 405? Is it a highway? Like, are you driving?
Hold on. I was going to bench press one day.
Okay.
On the barbell.
These puny humans don't know, man.
Fucking mortals. Some goddamn mortals, bro. Stop it.
He know that shit. I had a whole conversation with this man about this whole week about taking me to the gym. You know what I've gotten? Zero phone calls about when we go to the gym. Monday. I'm done. Anyway, you were saying you on the phone.
Puny humans.
Bro, my man, I was so tired, I didn't recognize him at first. I asked him to spot me. He spotted me. Extremely good spot. Put it down. He said, man, you know what, officer? I say, what? He said, yeah, man, you locked me up before. I think it was for like, he had too much weed.
You couldn't let him go.
I don't give a fuck about dear CPD. I don't give a fuck about marijuana arrest, okay? Y'all keep that shit.
Dear
He had too
CPD.
much in the past. I'm like, dude.
Hey, we should definitely. That's gonna be.
Yeah.
That should
Over
be the
with.
title.
That's it. It's over with.
I had
Dear
to lock
CPD.
him up for that shit.
Good
You know
call,
what I'm saying?
boy.
And he wasn't even mad though. He like, man, you know what? I was goofy. I'm goofy today, man. But thanks, man, because you wrote in the report exactly what happened. No extra, no nothing.
Right.
I ain't even do a certain background check you should do. I just locked them up. They called it. They didn't. They didn't.
Nice.
So I'm like, all right, man.
But that's the difference though, man. Like, cause if you sit up there and you treat people like humans, like people, and you show them that respect, like, it ain't personal. 20 years, man. I ain't never had a.
Congratulations on that.
Congratulations on 20 years.
That's a long time
I
ago.
appreciate it, man.
Long time
You know,
ago. Yep.
and in 20 years, I ain't never had like nobody sit up there and say that I abused
Did
them.
some foul or dirty.
I ain't never had nobody say I put something on them.
Yep.
None of that, man.
Don't do that.
You know,
Let me ask you this.
and that's the thing. Like, you know, when you sit up there, when you treat people right, man, you know, you ain't gonna have them issues.
Let me ask you this, right? So you said 20 years, right? So you approaching potential retirement.
He can do it now.
I got about 10 more years.
Why?
Because I ain't
Right.
got the age.
Them benefits, bro.
I need
Okay.
the benefits.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
All right. So okay.
you got to be over 50 years old to collect your pension, number one. So,
So
if
you
I-
started like right out the gate.
This
like,
is
out
my
of high
first. This is
school.
my first real job.
This is
Hey,
your
look,
first job?
This
As
is my
soon as
first
he
real
graduated
job.
from SIU, shout out to motherfucking SIU, you know,
I thought he started
Carbondale,
late
you know what I
tech,
mean?
he didn't?
Salukis, you know what I mean?
Lane, bro.
That boy went dead in. Like,
Yeah,
he
this
needed.
is my first
Pops-
real job.
Pops like, no,
Your
you're
dad
going.
Your dad was
That
already a
nigga
cop.
left.
Yeah.
That nigga
I
left
was
me like,
23 years old.
yeah, I don't know if mine he ready yet.
So wait,
I mean,
let me ask
it was
you.
Make sure he was
easy
good.
money, man. It was, you know, like it's not
Force
like
that
I
nigga
had
right
this thing where I'm like, oh my, I want to change the world. I mean, it was just like, man, I can come out.
This is a job.
You know, in 18 months, I can make $80,000 for sure.
And see, no. See, that's crazy because we just talked to Jeff Beckham on episode 54. He graduated with an engineering degree, and out of college, he only made $31,000.
That's bananas,
right?
That's basement living money.
I mean, but like the thing with these other degrees though, the earning potential is higher. Like there's a ceiling on how much money I can make.
Right, you have a schedule.
Yeah.
But you got
It's
access
based
to
on years.
part times that other people don't have. My fault, brother.
No, that's
You know
fine.
what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
You got access to part times that other people don't have.
I don't do that. I don't do part-time jobs.
You know what? You know what? I do.
No.
All the strip clubs, all the tours. Bro, when Twist and them want to go somewhere, any West Side rapper,
I got you.
he there.
Low key Haven, you
know what?
Pac-Man. You've been
I
rapping
did.
this for a long time. You just ain't gonna talk.
I'm on Eddie Robertson shit.
I did like I have taken some side gigs, but like usually they got to pay cash, and it's like a one or 2 day thing.
Yeah.
Well, wait. So my question was this though.
You did All-Star Weekend too. That was crazy.
I did.
Yeah,
I made big money then.
Yeah.
But here's my question was this: when you retire, right? Do you, based on what you know, man, like the knowledge that you have of being on these streets and actually interacting with the people, like we talking about this on the back porch for a second. If you knew your neighbors were running a drug house, right? And I ain't gonna go into no details on this, and please don't either. But you had a situation recently where there was like some real weird thing going on that posed a threat to your own household here, right? Do you worry about what policing is gonna be when you're not there? Like for your family?
This your last easy question too. I'm gonna get dirty after this.
It's all good. It's all good. Let come with the dirt. Yes and no. You know, I think that policing swings with like a pendulum, and right now, we're in a situation where, you know,
end it, bro. You know what I'm saying, dog? We've had Haven, Officer Matthews is another title he will go by on the streets. Okay,
detective.
Yeah, earn your shit. Earn your stripes. Earn your stripes.
Brother made detective around this place.
My man. I tell you, I see Detective Matthews some days early in the morning, lifting weights, Logan Square Export. There's no way at 6 in the morning, my man up here lifting 125s like it's breakfast. Period. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in his vicinity. They don't want the weights he got, but it's all good though. Picking up heavy lifting, man, it's not easy being a cop. It's not easy being a black cop. It's not easy being a black cop in a racist city like Chicago. All right, you know what I'm saying? And recently we've had incidents transpired. One major one, the murder of George Floyd. Okay, I ducked and dodged a lot of that shit, and I'm happy I did that. You weren't so fortunate. Okay, I know. I was hearing chatter and opinions and feelings coming from several people that I thought were cool, I thought were good, I thought understood that if you were a good person, you were a good cop. But when that shit happened, man, I read some of the ugliest opinions. You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts on the reactions you've seen, heard, or knew from colleagues, co-workers, this department, period? And I know we were kind of stretched thin, work-wise, because
I was working like 24 hours.
Exactly.
Joints,
They canceled off days. Off days. You get 19, 20 days in a row, which is against contract.
For sure.
Period.
For sure. That's why we have a union.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, they'll sit up there.
Railroad, we have a union. 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 We have a union.
Hold on.
Yeah, we have a union. I understand that.
Who brings about the job, goddammit?
You say
who brings about the job, goddammit?
I was almost a cop.
What's burning that line? Hey, what's burning Butter Real? You can't rest where we was.
Yeah, you can't rest where we was, man.
We was, dog. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, spit that real shit, bro. Because you know what? You come from perspective, 20 years, you have the perspective that some don't have. You got 3-year wonders, 5-year wonders. You got time in the game. You've seen, heard, and done a lot.
Well, first of all, I want to say that I think that old boy Derek Chauvin got what he had coming.
Facts.
I think that you know the callousness that he showed in dealing with that individual with George Floyd, you know, I think that's indicative of a lot of policing in America, where you know a lot of these guys have struggled humanizing the people that they having
this boy preaching
that they come into contact with. You know, I can't tell you how many times that I've had a guy that we might have just got finished fighting, and he on the ground and he handcuffed and it's over with. It's over. And he said, "Hey, I can't breathe. Hey, you know, I'm suffocating." It takes absolutely no effort to sit this person up. And you know what?
Roll him over.
Bro, I'm telling you, like I've rolled the guy over, I've set him up. He's handcuffed. He can't hurt you.
He can't do nothing.
You know,
he's subdued.
He's not armed anymore.
That gesture, it changes the entire dynamic of the interaction where the guy, I've had people that I've just gone to blows with apologize, and most had a bad day. And I just happened to be the target at that moment because I was doing my job. You know, and I don't take it personal because I know it's not directed at me. It's directed at what I represent, the department, but I don't take it personal. And so when you talk about just, you know, the callousness
and you cannot use callousness again. I already gave you 8 for that.
You did. You get 3 points.
Well, you know, when you talk about
he's a fucking detective. He can use as much as he wants to.
Let him know. Period.
Fucking period.
Hey, man,
this is
look at the blue line. Look at the blue line.
All kind of free promotion right now. Like they're not paying us for this shit.
Right. But you know, like from George Floyd, even with the whole thing with Laquan McDonald.
Absolutely.
Talk about it.
You know, I saw a lot of things where, you know, you get some police officers and man, I swear to God, these dudes would try to negate everything that they saw occur and try and justify it. You know, and some things you just can't justify. Some things you have to just say, you know what? The police was wrong. The police fucked up. And you got guys with the Laquan McDonald, they want to show you videos. Yeah, they want to show you videos. Oh, well, there's a video that says if a person gets within this, they can cut you. Yeah, they can do this. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. You know, all these police officers was there when all these police officers there, and nobody thought it was necessary to shoot this kid. And then you show up and you unload them.
Right. It was definitely like 6 squads there at that moment.
16.
Right.
It was unnecessary.
Absolutely.
And the same thing with George Floyd. It would have taken nothing for this guy to roll this guy over. Yeah. The guy was not a threat. He could have rolled him over, but he didn't give a shit. You know, and that's why he burning right now, because you know when they sit up there and people look at that video, it shows how he just didn't care.
Yeah, paperwork don't,
you know,
don't
you can't say that you didn't know that he couldn't breathe. Told you couldn't breathe. Telling you. And then you had people to say, hey, let him up. He can't breathe, and he just didn't give a fuck.
I love this fire because when Mike checked him for Valium, he was talking so sexy. Yeah, he got the bass back in his voice now.
Yeah,
the bass back in his fucking voice.
He here now. He here now.
But you know what though? But you bring up a great point in the idea. Like I love the term you use by humanizing.
Absolutely.
Again, when we were debt collectors, right?
Funny story.
I know it's weird. It's a weird parody, but it's similar, right? When we were debt collectors, at some point over time, you just begin to believe that anybody that's a debtor, which is the term that they give,
is a bad person.
Is lying.
Yeah.
Right.
None of these people
great correlation.
are people that are struggling with finance. None of these people actually have issues. They're lying. I ain't gonna say his name, but you know what I'm talking about.
Derek Chauvin.
No.
Fuck him.
He was Derek Chauvin to us, but like he would come on our calls. Pause. That's weird. But he would. So what happens is when you're on a call with the debtor, the manager of the floor or the unit or whatever, they can just tap in and listen. And if they don't think that you're doing a good job of closing this transaction,
who made them God?
Well, they're the managers. But the point is, they would come over to your phone and they would say, "Give me your line." And they would go in on whoever it was.
Because they think they can close it. They think they can close the deal.
Beat your ass, you don't pay me.
They feel like you're not doing much.
Right.
So the correlation I'm trying to make here is that when you have someone who is overtly doing something that you already know is not all good, it is in some way your human response, because we were taught not to treat them as regular people, not to treat them as people with issues.
So we were taught as debtors.
Yeah, like you're a debtor.
Let me piggyback off of that. So, once again, I'm not going to throw any names out there.
Timmy, I'll say it.
There was a kid that I used to that I'd arrested. I did a search warrant on his house. Went to jail. He became one of my best sources.
Right.
And so he
always works that way too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you know why? Because I humanized him. I treated him like a man. And so he respected me for that. And so I never forget this incident where he was I went into the TAC office. At this point I was
TAC is like special.
It's just plain clothes.
They wear jeans.
Yeah, it's just plain clothes.
Him mad. He can't wear his tight jeans at work.
It ain't nothing special about it. They're supposed to be the more aggressive officers.
Okay.
You know,
they have more license to do more aggressive action.
They don't get radio calls for the most part.
Which is beautiful.
They only respond to specific calls.
Drugs, guns, gang disturbances, things like that.
In progress calls.
Right.
So I go up in there and they got this kid up in there who I know. And so at the time, some other kid had put out a video. And in the video, whenever there was police officers interacting with somebody, he would be down the street. Recording, pointing guns at him. You know, he'll be saying like, "I smoke this motherfucker right now." And so, you know, he's showing his face in the video and everything.
For likes and clicks. For likes and clicks.
Nobody knew who this guy was. None of the police. So this guy was from the same area that this kid that they had in custody was. So they're asking him, but like, no, they ain't there motherfucking him and talking shit. That's what we gonna lock your ass up, you little bitch. And they talking to him like crazy.
Wow.
So I walk in, I see him, I said, "What's going on, guy?" He said, "Man, you know, motherfuckers trying to make a name for themselves, you know."
He already knew what it was.
He knew what it was.
Yeah.
And he like, man, they seen me, you know, they know who I am, so they snatched me up. I wasn't on shit, man, you know. And he wasn't on shit. They got him because he had a beer or something, some stupid shit.
Right.
DOPW.
Drinking on a public way.
Public way.
So
damn, you know all the actors. You studied the hell out that man.
Did you train him?
How is it that you didn't make
I was his FTO.
And didn't make the force. I'm just saying.
Lawsuit is real.
But no, so you know, these guys, they come and say, "Man, we trying to figure out who this guy is, man. He been an asshole." And I said, "Is he?" And so I said, you know, I said, let me talk to him. So I said, but I need y'all to leave the room. And he was like, what? I was like,
get your motherfucking ass out of here.
To talk to him, I need you to leave the room. Look the room. And then I just asked him, who's this dude? He said, his name's such and such. He lived right here. I mean, literally, just like that. It wasn't no
aggressive politics. No.
I didn't even have to convince him.
Exactly.
No KFC.
And so you know what?
I pulled it up. I printed the dude's picture up. Same dude as in the video. I gave it to him. He's like, dude, how'd you get him to do that? I asked him nicely.
Because he's
See, here's the thing, right?
I'm loving this.
Here's the thing, right? How do you make it make sense to the convicted, right? Because everybody snitches.
That's real.
Everybody snitches.
I've always said on the show though.
Always.
I've made a career off of that. That's exactly what I do right
now. So I bring that up. I bring that up to say, like, all my young boys watching this show.
You a tattletale, fam.
Everybody snitches. Your friend, your best friend, your compadre, your girl,
baby mama,
right?
Your uncle that you owe some money to. They all gonna tell you motherfucking
and then the clucks.
But let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this though. Is that partially because, again, we talked about this earlier. We've been talking about the Rachel neighbors.
Nichols.
What you call this?
Neighbors. Rachel neighbors.
Who the fuck is that?
I didn't call it that.
Yeah, you did, but fuck her.
I called it a B word. I did.
The point is it the fact that you know you can use that as leverage, right? Like if you know somebody's closing on a house and you have access to that information, can you use that as a police officer to leverage them to tell you information about somebody that they don't want it to? It's not to say that everybody wants to snitch,
getting at.
But it's the idea that, like,
I'm not following the question. Like,
what I'm saying is it possible that identifying the reason why people snitch, right? Because you have leverage on them for something else.
There's a variety of reasons.
Let me give them one point real quick. People tell because I don't give a fuck how fucked up society is right now. People have an innate DNA to be good people. When they override that,
they know what's wrong.
Yeah,
they
you know
know this is some wrong shit. And they're looking for an opportunity to be a part of the right side.
So it's crazy.
Sometimes people will sit up there and so that's essentially what I do now. I work in intelligence. You know,
you are an intelligent motherfucker
with the radio voice too. He's like, "Hey y'all, who did this?"
That's like legit, no bullshit. Like a lot of guys, they just want to talk to somebody about it. You know, I'll get that all the time. Like people always be like, "Well, what is like I talk to statesman. Well, what does he want? What is he asking for? Nothing."
Shit.
Nothing. I had a dude tell me, he says, man, I've been living wrong my whole life. I just want to do something right.
I want to get right with God.
You know,
and they want to do something good, something right, bro.
And the whole thing is you have to humanize them. You have to be able to connect with people.
But see, you got that here then, bro. You got that there.
I mean, but that's just it though. Like when you sit up there and you actually sit down, like I sit down and guys and I talk to them. And we just chop it up. Like sometimes I sit with a dude for an hour just talking about bullshit. We're talking about basketball,
football,
we talk about women, we talk about
child support,
everything,
bro.
Everything. And then, you know, so I spent several years in gang intel, and then I made detective, and then I went,
y'all.
And then I went to
come on, Lord, you're my whole vice lord, man. How you working the gang intel? Your whole vice lord.
Who better to know than the chief of the vice lords?
Well, you know, like I was set up there and I made detective. So now I work in intel in the jails. And so, you know, you talk to some of these cats, man, and a lot of these dudes, they just want to talk to you, man. And they're looking for an outlet. And sometimes like these young kids.
This conversation you opening up is real. It's real, dog.
These young kids, a lot of times, you know, they come in there with a mindset. You know, like, you know, they be like, these my 10-year niggas, you know, these my guys. And they don't know no better. You know,
nobody ever gave them another option. That was the only other option.
And I'm gonna tell you something else.
Raised by the wrong hood.
It's been a learning curve for me too. I've learned a lot working in there. So like as the police, shoot, we tell them for whatever you gotta say to get them to confess as a detective. You know, like if you can get a motherfucker to tell on themselves, you would do that. You know,
how'd that make you feel?
Shit.
Yeah, that's a real one, man. Because I'm thinking
it depends on what I'm trying to get them for. You know, I don't deal like I tell you right now. I like all the dope shit.
Haven, you big strong motherfucker. Right. I can't make you do anything.
I'm
but
just
talk to
not.
Mike.
I'm just not used to holding this thing like this.
Pause.
This is an unnatural thing for me. This is unnatural for me, man.
Oh my God, bro.
Yo,
Yeah, man.
no, he definitely called his wife like, "Hey, Kende, I need you to stop adjusting my microphone. I need my wife to do this.
Bro.
You're too close."
Yeah, but back to it, bro. How does that make you feel when you know? And you a good dude, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't talking to the mic.
I am right now. Look here, my voice is deep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. How does that make you feel? Because you know you a good guy.
It depends on what it is. Like, I don't. At this point in my career, I don't deal with any petty shit. So everything. It's
bossing up.
No, I mean, I'm keeping it a buck, man.
Bossing up.
I don't like dope
I might
shit.
be drunk. I don't know.
Dudes in the street fucked with me because I never cared about that dope shit. You know, so like
because it sells itself, dog. And y'all not making no fucking changes.
And that's just it. So like that's never been my focus.
Dope
in
and pussy
policing.
sell itself.
Man, you know, like that's the truth. That's truth. You know,
I'm not disagreeing.
The profession is prostitution. Period.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
So that shit never like that was never a thing for me. So like I've always been a violent crimes and gun type of dude.
My man.
Like, if you out there robbing, raping, killing,
I'm
pillaging
on your heels.
you know what I'm saying? I'm on your ass. You pause. You know what I'm saying? You know, and cats fuck with me because of that, because they know like if you doing some fucked up shit, you gonna catch it.
So this is what it sounds like. It sounds like to me what you're saying is that, and I actually honor this as a teacher, not a police officer, right? Like I catch a lot of these kids before they enter into the space that y'all have to interact with them a lot of times.
That's why y'all important, bro, for real.
Right. No doubt.
But to your point, there is something about, even if it's something as simple as like a homework assignment, right? Little dude comes in like, yeah, or little girl.
What's his name?
Comes in,
What's her name?
No, whatever. Darius, Darisha, I don't care. Point is,
Darius and Darisha.
They must be related.
Gotta be.
They twins.
Double D's, like all over.
I don't know. What I'm saying, what I'm saying is, when they try to lie to you about why they don't have their homework, we're talking about something super it's not dangerous to nobody, it didn't hurt nobody, right? But when they try and roll up on you like, nah, man, I couldn't turn this in on time, there is a point where you do feel some compassion and empathy if you can feel that it might be true, right? So I think to his original question about like, how do you feel, like there is something to be said about, yo, if I can get you to admit to what you really did do or didn't in the teacher responsibility, right? Like, come on, bro, like be honest. So you didn't do the homework. You know what I'm saying? So like, how do you feel?
That nigga Haven did not do no homework.
How do you
at all?
I stopped. He did more than you.
So check this out. So check this out though. Check this out. So like, you know, talking to these guys, like I said, you got to humanize them. A lot of times I get a lot of backstory. So this dude might have killed somebody.
Right.
After getting the backstory, I'm saying, I ain't saying I would have done it, but
I understand.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so in that sense, I'm like, it's fucked up. The dude did that. And I understand why you did what you did.
But I still have to do what
I still got to do what I got to do
to hold you responsible for
you know,
your actions.
so in situations like that, yeah, like there's a twinge of
disrespecting the culture though, bro.
Twinge.
They know you're the police, bro.
Yeah,
and you know that they are career criminals possibly. So you know, hey man, I know you in these streets. You belong to these streets in the violent sense of the word. In the
it's a subculture, man.
You see what I'm saying?
It's a subculture that you know, I don't get it, but like you said, I respect it because that's the code they live by.
Do you think that when you arrive at that moment, because I feel like this, when I arrive at that moment with a student sometimes, and they actually say, you know what, Miss Adadapo, I did that, bro. Like when they arrive at that moment, I feel like there's a certain level of release.
A truth. Like I appreciate the truth.
I got a friend for life.
I feel like they also get something out of it. It's not just about me.
I get a friend for life. Whenever I get a dude to open up to me like that, I get a friend for life. I had a guy that.
Trust.
That's it. You
Mike in the building.
You build a relationship.
We paused the whole show so we could have a fifth mic.
You build that relationship though. I done had a dude that came in. He came into the jail, and you know he was in it for some bullshit. And
A question for you too.
Like we was talking, and so we was vibing. So I was asking about some information. He a gangster. He a real G. I ain't even going front. Like he a killer.
He the real.
Gotcha. And so, but he fucked with me. But he was like, "Look, we could talk, but I ain't I ain't going on the record. I ain't testifying to shit."
Right.
So we was chopping it up.
That's most of them.
He told me all types of shit. So then he says, "Man, you if you do this for me, I give you this one." Cool. So I get him a job.
Interesting.
I get him a job in the jail. That's all he wanted. He said, "Man, I just want to keep busy." You know what I'm saying? So,
wow, bro.
So he gets a job in the jail, fucks it up. Gets into a fight with a CO.
Right.
So
I ain't mad at that.
They take the job from him. A few weeks later, they end up letting him out. He bonds out.
Oh, he was an inmate at the time.
He was an inmate.
Job?
He wanted a job in the jail to keep busy. So check it out. So then the dude sits up there. He gets bumped again a few months later.
Bump.
I see he gets.
Right, what does bump mean? You got
arrested.
Arrested.
Yeah.
If you don't know what bump mean, die.
When you
Go ahead.
Where's your mind?
Where's your mind go? Where does your mind go?
We talking about Cook County Jail.
And this nigga went to cocaine.
They started talking about cocaine.
Right, exactly.
Only other time I've heard bump is from cocaine niggas. Like,
You're not wrong, bro. You're right. You're not
I
wrong.
said he got bumped. He didn't do a bump.
Can't bump alert.
he got bumped again. Okay.
All right. So y'all favorite
was arrested.
y'all favorite A Mike loves cocaine. All right, go ahead.
He was placed into custody by law enforcement once again.
Why not? That's funny.
Right.
It's funny.
Hold on. Hey, we're still talking. Detective Matthews.
So he sits up there. He comes back in. I see him. So I pull him again. So when he see me, he said, "Yo, Matt, I owe you something. What you want to know, man? You did what you said you're just gonna do. I fucked that up."
That's real shit, bro.
So I learned something that day.
Right, bro.
I learned something that day though, because I know in the county guys, if they tell a guy they gonna do something for him, and they don't, you lost them forever.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you the ops. It's
What's
no.
Before we go any further,
2 seconds, bro. Please, 2 seconds.
You sure? Go ahead.
Ain't said nothing for 3 days.
What he said about dealing with people, and Ken chimed in and said, "Hey, I'm trying to get to them before they get to you, bro." How do you feel, or how does it feel when you can see you losing somebody?
Yeah. It's I mean, again, we talked about this a little bit last week. I had a shorty in my class that I taught freshman, sophomore, junior.
Do you feel inadequate though after that?
Huh?
Do you feel inadequate?
Inadequate.
No, I ain't gonna say inadequate. I am gonna say that it hurts. It hurts to know that me talking to that kid and his parents all the time for those 4 years. I taught this kid for 4 years, man. And I kept saying the same thing, like, you're a genius. He was a funny kid. He loved to crack jokes in class. He was funny as hell. I got videos of him on Facebook after he passed because I used to record my classrooms all the time. What's wild is like when you know.
I'm sorry. You said he passed away or passed away?
No, he got killed. He got shot. He was in the streets. Like he was a part of that. You dig what I'm talking about?
That smart kid in the hood.
He wasn't. I ain't gonna say he was a smart kid in the hood. He was the kid that
kid with potential.
He was the kid that I ain't gonna say he even had potential. I don't even know that. I'm being 100.
What the fuck is going on here?
Listen, I'm being 100, man.
The boy deserve what he got or something?
No,
right. Let's figure it out.
No, all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, everybody loved him because of his character, because of who he was when he was at school. Now, what he did when he left school, I knew I didn't have no control over. Right. But I knew what he did when he left school because people told me, like you said, his brother, the dean, other people let me know, like, hey man, he involved in this situation. He got beef with these cats, So like, again, people was letting me know the information, right? The point is, every time I talked to him, I did as best as I possibly could to let him know, like, bro, you have everything you need to do something else
right in front of you.
That's all we could do though, is you only could do what you can do.
Right.
I mean, like I same thing. I've talked to some of these young kids, like they come in there at 18 years old, man.
Yeah.
I had a kid who had never been in trouble his whole life. He turned 18. He
killed somebody probably.
No.
Okay.
He decided on his 18th birthday, he's going to celebrate by carjacking 4 people.
No, thank you, sir.
4 white people.
That was the celebration. That was the party.
So his friend didn't get caught. He gets caught. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't think that you just start carjacking people. I think he just got caught for the first time.
Right.
You know,
So you gotta plan that shit. You can't just up and
Let me. I don't know this, but just in my experience, people don't start at carjacking people because that's a lot of balls to just sit up there and point a gun at somebody's face and say, "Give me your car,
give me your shit."
I wanna ask both of y'all this, right? 17 years on, 20 years on.
Facts. OG right here though.
How do you separate it, right? Because you talked about it earlier. Right.
Like how do you leave
so
the job
when we're talking about the city on your back for them 8 to 12 hours, right? You have.
I don't think that was a pause.
No, nothing's on my back, fam. Nothing.
Right. Because Boss is the rogue professional, right?
Just be finding random places.
So, but no. Like on some real shit, right? What do both of y'all do to separate your mind from that shit?
Protect your mental health, man. Like y'all go through some traumatic shit.
Preach that shit.
Like
that's the first thing. But I mean, also, I'm gonna tell you this, and I think Amon could vouch for this. I had a good teacher. My father's a police. My father's a police for over 30 years.
True.
My man. Hey,
my daddy
walked the earth.
My daddy never ever brought work home. I can't. I know he was the police. I know he moved up the ranks.
You don't know one story.
Like as a kid, I didn't.
Right.
Because he didn't bring home. He didn't come home and talk about that shit.
Right.
You know,
it's not necessary.
My father coached our baseball team.
Yep.
He started a basketball,
a whole league,
a whole AAU. You know, all while working. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things that I never
the
ever.
Best. Fuck you mean?
You know, he never ever brought any of that shit home, and so for me, like that's where I learned from. You know what I'm saying?
Well, going back to his original question, man, like you have to feel a kind of way when you
how
know.
do you separate it?
Easy.
You know your role, you know your responsibility, not just for your job, but like for real, man. Y'all are public servants. Like I get that. I get that on the fucking card says public service or whatever, but most of these people don't operate like that. But you all's real role, it was designed, at least in some theoretical space.
It's not police, it's peace. It's peace officers, quote unquote.
My job.
He's not wrong though. He's not wrong at all.
My point is that people entrust you.
And don't fucking act like I ain't just said what the fuck I just said. then you know what I'm saying? Try to pardon his back. Fuck you mean? I am the A Mike. I keep trying to tell you. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? I just cut this fade. I just cut this fade. Fuck you mean?
No, seriously though. What I'm saying is, you know that what you are entrusted with is like, bro, I'm looking at your block right now. It's a lot of white people doing random white people shit. Like it's a person on a fucking hoverboard going up and down the block.
It is so random.
You know, some random white
It's so random.
It's a lot of randomness over here, man.
So random. It is like at some point you're outside cutting the grass and they find out that you're a cop, right? So my point is like there is a certain level of trust. Look, I'm not police. I put a certain level of trust in y'all cats, right? I want to know that if there's something going on against my family or against one of my students or anything like that, I want to know that it's y'all brothers responding to the joint because I want to know that I can trust that y'all have the right training to do that. But here's the question. The question is this, Haven. So when you know that the person that you have to arrest and potentially put in jail for an extended amount of time,
you are controlling their freedom.
Potentially a young Black male. How hard is that, bro? Like when you know you have to do that because it's true.
Great question.
Because it really happened.
At this point in my career, like I said,
you don't have to deal with that as much.
20 years.
It's
20 years.
It's murders. So, you know, it's one of those things where if you kill somebody,
what word was it you used?
Murders.
He said murders.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, you know, they're all murders. Everything I deal with is about murder. So if somebody decides to kill somebody, you got to face the music. You know, do I feel bad for them as a person, as a human? Yeah, that sucks. That's fucked up. You know, you 18, 19 years old, and dude, I mean, I 40. I know dudes is doing 80 years, man. You know, and it's like, for what? You know, like, because I talked to him. I had
was beefing over a girl.
It's less than that. It's less than that. a lot of times, you know, it'd be less than that. You know, like some of these cats kill somebody that they don't even know just because.
Don't even know, bro.
I mean, literally, they don't even know him.
Nope.
They just know that
My cousin, my motherfucking cousin.
He was with them niggas,
bro. Fuck
he
all
was
y'all.
with them niggas.
We gonna find their ass. We gonna find them.
But he had an uncle that's tied to the streets. My fault, bro.
It's
Hey,
all good.
fuck y'all, bro. For real, fuck y'all.
I mean,
I'm
but
gonna say less now.
it's a lot of that shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like when cats, like they literally go out there and kill somebody they don't even know because of some street code that they think they live by. And
don't exist. Like the thin blue line. That shit don't fucking exist.
And
The
it's
street code
crazy.
don't fucking exist. Y'all tell all fucking day.
It's crazy
snitch all day.
because they'll sit up there and
they go to mailman.
After
podcast, bro. What you talking about?
It's crazy
on a hover
because
boy.
the mailman
got a hover boy.
The mailman got a No, but you know, like that's funny, man.
No, he ain't got no hover boy.
Oh, that's a new guy.
Definitely a random white lady who was on the hover boy.
Let's jump him.
I know my mailman. I don't know that dude.
So we need to go check on this nigga.
Oh, my
What
mama.
you doing in this day?
All right, so my last question is this, right?
No, but see, he said he feels bad because the guy can do 80 years. Yes, I'm sorry to cut you off on purpose. I'm not though. I feel bad. And I look at it differently because you are put in a position where you didn't have tutelage or upbringing to know, hey man, this is fucked up. I shouldn't do this. This is not good. This could cost me my life. This could cut my potential for me to live in any kind of decent way.
What if they do though?
As a motherfucker.
What if they do though?
Family members, they life.
I know.
See what I'm saying?
I know cats out there killing each other that come from a 2-parent household. Good people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this.
It's
Like,
choice.
Don't get it twisted and think that these are all, you know, fatherless kids or
they're not.
They're not.
Absolutely right.
These are kids. Some of these kids,
We forget this bad. Y'all better stop
they
it.
come from 2-parent homes. Like I done been to a kid's house and it's a good fucking family.
Yep.
You know, and you be like, and they know they kid fucked
Like
up.
Anthony Alvarez, he got shot in the back. Man, that picture showed this motherfucker officer with so many complaints against him.
Yeah, fuck him.
Shoot Anthony Alvarez in the fucking back. He did have a gun. He was
did
running
have a
away.
gun. Yeah.
He
And
not
he did
tough
toss
to you.
his gun.
That's the other
at
guy.
the time.
That's the other guy.
Oh, right.
That's the other guy,
My
yeah.
bad, my bad.
Other guy, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, he got shot in the back. No bullshit. Less than a week or two later, this same officer in my district on a road rage incident pulled his strap on somebody. You fucking goofball. Get the fuck out of here. You should be fired, hung, strung up, all that bullshit.
Firing squad.
Okay, look.
Oh,
let's
my
be
mama.
honest.
Yes, absolutely.
But let's be 100. Let's be 100, man. Y'all have to make decisions.
Fuck them people.
Well, hear me out. Y'all
Okay.
have to make decisions in those situations in a split second, bro. Again, as a teacher, I don't have to decide whether you get expelled right now. Right? Like I don't have if you did I had a kid one day, real talk. We did presentations. One of the principles that the kid did a presentation on was on living a healthy lifestyle.
OnlyFans.
Now, creative kid. It was close.
Okay.
It was close. Creative kid, right? Creative kid, right? He followed all of the parameters that I set forward for the presentation.
Mm-hmm.
I got a call. I wasn't at every presentation. It was like going on around the school. One of the teachers called me and said, "You got to come down here and see this." And I was like, "What's up?" She said, "Well, he's doing a living a healthy lifestyle presentation, and he put a naked woman on this big screen,
Women are beautiful,
PowerPoint
though.
style,
As-
right?
as
They
he
all have
should.
power.
As he
So he
should.
put a naked woman on, and he proceeded to describe how the woman should make sure that she cleans her body.
Wow, fam.
Bruh.
Who did this?
Bruh, I can't say his name because he in the military, and I don't want to get him fucked.
I respect
But-
that though.
But there was a part of it that I
That's
felt was
real.
somewhat G.
He can't do
I'm
that,
not gonna
though.
lie. He can't do that. He
He's
can't
the
do it.
wrong
But
gender
here's my
for
point.
starters, in my opinion.
Here's what I'm trying to get to. What I'm trying to get to is the obvious expectation is that I'm going to punish you, right? Like you can't put a naked woman up on a projector screen in front of all these high school
He's looking for
kids.
attention, man.
Was it Pornhub?
He's looking for attention.
He's looking for attention.
He's looking for attention. Now, whatever the penalty was, I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I guess what I'm still trying to get back to is it's
sir.
difficult to be in a position where you know you can have a decision that will affect this person's life forever. And again, did you do that because you're a dirtbag, or did you do it because you thought it was smart, or you thought it was funny? And how do I mitigate that?
In my situation, you're
Seven
saying
for-
for me,
seven
making a
for
decision.
mitigate.
But for me, I don't ever feel like it's on me. It's on them.
Mm.
You know, because you put yourself here. You know, I'm not the one yeah, I'm trying to extract information from you, but I'm not the one that determines whether or not you get charged. I don't do that. I'm an intelligence. All I do is provide information. So if you sitting over here and you decide to go out and kill somebody, and you tell me how y'all plan to go, which this
you cook
story, and you tell me how you got the homies and y'all got in the car and y'all went over to murder this boy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what you was doing,
right? You know what I'm saying? So do I feel? No, I don't feel guilty about that, because you know what? That kid, like while we talking about this person been taken from their their whole life, the one they killed, guess what? He gone forever. His mom ain't gonna never see him again.
Yep. So here's my question, right?
Here's your question now. Come on.
And to both of y'all, man, because I love y'all. Y'all
both
actually
Haven and also
no.
Matthews and Texas Matthews as well.
Akiba and Abasi. Like no, real shit. Like no games, no bullshit, right?
Okay.
What do y'all do for y'all mental health dealing with that career?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. My fault, bro. Go first. Sure? Hell, on my mama, go first. On Sheila, go first.
What did he say on his mama? He said on Sheila.
Go first, goddammit.
That's some West Side shit.
It's a real name, government.
For
I
me,
do it.
You know what I'm saying? I cook. You know what I'm saying? Like I start cooking, my wife knows
you cook your ass off. Let me just put that.
Where the food at now, though?
No, let me put that on record, bro.
Where the food at now?
I don't eat pork, bro. I don't eat pork, bro.
Some nice little cheese plate over there.
No. But no. The real conversation is that I think it's not. It's not. It doesn't happen enough. It doesn't happen enough, right?
Yeah, we don't ever talk about
y'all
checking in with y'all.
are good.
I drank Hennessy for about 10, 12
you don't.
Fuck out of here.
No. I'm my mama. I drank Hennessy like 12 straight years. Ask my BM.
I mean, okay.
A fifth in the fucking morning. And all we got
your brother.
This is true.
He's sitting right there.
But
He probably bought it.
This was crazy.
You wasn't old enough.
They were great outlets for me to talk to. We got such a fucking time, man. I've never loved black men like I love these black men.
So what I'm asking is what I'm asking is being black police officers and being in these streets, do y'all have any avenues where y'all can say
for the job or personally?
No, for the job and on the job.
Is trash
at all, right? So again, it goes back to my point of brainwashing, right? It goes back to my point of brainwashing. They brainwash you to do X, Y, and Z, and then you do this, and now what? Like I've only trained you to do one part of the job.
Cooks.
There's another part of it, right? But everybody doesn't have that. So what I'm asking is, how do you explain to y'all young officers that come through up under y'all?
You can't, bro. Now, I'm sorry, bro. I gotta go ahead and take off. These new motherfuckers is a different breed, bro. They are different breed.
In what regard?
Because they know everything.
Accordingly.
You know how everything should go. This is why you should get these big 10 ones.
This is how they training them in the academy, though. Like they don't want old
they moving us out.
We're not old men, but they don't want.
He'll Triceratops. I'm a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Why you get to be a T-Rex, man?
I don't want to do that, dog.
I want to be a Velociraptor then.
Velociraptor. I'm just letting you know, man. Your arms is big as hell.
Hey, man.
I don't know. Yeah, I gotta be what I gotta be?
You pterodactyl. No, you're a
brontosaurus.
Pterodactyl. I'm gonna nigga pterodactyl.
What the fuck?
Pterodactyl.
Who, me?
Swoop down. That nigga swoop down when he want to.
I feel like I'm the pterodactyl.
And pick up women? What you mean? I'm just kidding. I'm not that guy.
No. But I really think it's a real conversation because what I've been seeing on social media, it's a lot of black cops, a real thing. A lot of black cops who are now posting their interaction.
I hate it.
Their interaction with the community, right?
I'm here for that shit,
now,
don't give me no fucking basketball rim.
Okay, talk about
Give me something else. Don't get no fucking basketball rim, bro. Don't do that. I don't need. I can put a fucking bike rim, a crate. I can steal a fucking rim at a Walmart. You know, easy to steal at a Walmart. I'm talking so fast, man. I don't give a fuck though. I'm in it, bro. That's it.
So
don't give me no fucking
So when you say don't give you a basketball, you're saying that's not an interaction with the community.
It's not to me.
It's not authentic.
A police officer shooting
It's not positive to me.
I feel them. It's not authentic. You know,
That's
people sit up
interesting.
there.
We don't need no hoopers.
Yeah, you know, they
gonna play ball anyway.
Yeah, they post that shit up.
They made
Hey,
bad.
look what I'm
Sit
doing.
down,
I'm
let
playing
me-
basketball with the little kids in the hood. That's bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I
know,
love-
like
okay.
I
love Daquan.
It's
Bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't love Daquan. You just here to post. I don't know, dude, but he's supposed to be at the event I was at in New Orleans. So black law enforcement officers. He didn't,
the officer
the basketball guy thing. He's supposed to be there, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Dog, that's cool, but that's all play. There are teams out here, CART teams. I can't tell what CART stand for because I don't know no more. But
Chicago artists.
yeah, but they do shit like they come get you for fucking like selling bogus squares and illegal alcohol and all this shit, man.
Little petties.
Joe, shut the fuck up. What's the rim gonna do? The rim costs $79. It's not gonna impact this life. It's gonna keep it in front of the crib.
Okay.
And now they put back in the old school, they put the rim out on blocks that was serving drugs. Serving drugs. It sounds so lame as hell. They were selling drugs. You know where to stop at.
So let me ask you this. And this is just my this is my personal.
Can I just give
I'm
like
sorry, Mike,
an authentic,
get down, detective.
An authentic interaction I had. There was a kid that, you know, he was always out there. He used to be on 47th in Michigan. He wasn't.
That's
I
two.
know that block.
Yeah.
I know that block, boy.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to throw out his name or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? But actually it don't matter now because they didn't kill him.
No, yeah, no snitch, no snitch, because we got to respect the parents.
Unfortunately, but no, check it out though. So
something totally different, y'all.
He would sit up there and every time I see him, I used to get the fuck up out of here. Do you don't even live over here? Why you over here? And so
he was helping him though, trying to.
He was hustling. And so I'll go through his pockets, I'll take his shit and throw it in the sewers. Like, bro, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And not his personal property. I'm talking about.
Yeah, I hear what you're talking about. The
illegal
shit that he not
contraband.
supposed to have, so that he don't get caught with it.
And that's love. That's what some of our good black cops do.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like you can't come back. Now you owe them money.
Back when you could do it, okay?
Right now you owe them money.
Man, look here. Back when you could do it. It's different.
You can't do that.
And so then he sat up there, and I never forget this, man. I was sitting up there, and he came up to the police station with his grandmother, because that's who he lived with. And he was like, man, I just wanted to thank you. I'm in school now.
Did you go?
You know, and 20 years. That's the only interaction I can think that I had like that. Where a person actually came forward. But I remember that shit because I was in patrol, and I've been on a patrol for more than half my career. You know what I'm saying? But I remember that interaction. You know what I'm saying? Because it stood out. It meant something to me.
It's tough,
because I mean, if you deal with 1,000 motherfuckers and one of them come and say you changed their life, and unfortunately he fell back into that shit, and you know, and like I said, that's unfortunate. But
now here's the other question: being in patrol,
bro.
Okay, mental health. Yeah,
let me tell you what mental health exercises and therapy does for you. 1 year, when the Puerto Rican Fest was 7 days long, not this bullshit 4 days. All right, 7 days long. I worked beat 1423. That's Humboldt Park, the actual fucking park. Western to Kedzie, Division to North Avenue. King's heavy, IG's heavy, MLD's heavy, Wallow Cobra's heavy, Wallow D's heavy, MLC's heavy. Over there, you get to see your ops in one space at the same time for 7 days. Fam, it's target practice.
You already know what it is.
Let me tell you something, bro.
They got their ops on every board on the mama. They got it.
Let me be 100. Let me be 100, bro. The first time I found out about
I'm gonna finish when you're done, okay? Go ahead.
First time I found out about Puerto Rican Fest, me and my homie was like, man, Puerto Rican girls are fine as hell. We ran into
Vanessa.
I was working at the mall.
Hey man, quick cat calling my wife.
Yeah. You on
That's my sis. Hey, first of all, that's my sis, and she's a fucking gangbanger.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So fuck.
But she's the reason why glass stay fit.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
What I'm saying is, I'm working at Lady Foot Locker, and so girls, Latina women, unfortunately, like sketches and shit like that, and they were selling at Lady Foot Locker back then, right? So it's legit, right? Like it's a real thing. Like no black women ever came.
My boo like Air Max.
No black women.
You got the Skechers 19? No, they never did that.
We talking 20 years ago. Anyway, point being, one of the young ladies comes in there, buys some shoes or whatever. My homeboy happens to be there. She's like, yo, y'all should come to Puerto Rican Fest. I'm like, yeah, we would. I ain't never been.
Hey, straight send off too. Straight send off.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I had no clue. So we go to Puerto Rican Fest.
He looked half Puerto Rican.
Who was you with though? Who was you with though?
Right, I wasn't
right there.
Stop.
Who was you with though?
Let me tell you. So I hadn't thought about any of these things
Nope.
that y'all already just ran through, right? I ain't thought about how I look Puerto Rican. I ain't think about who I was going with. None of that was on my mind. I was thinking about this girl is fine as hell.
That's all that matters at the time.
Pull up on home.
You was young too then.
Right? And I was young.
Yeah, you was young too.
And he had braids.
I definitely had braids.
And he said, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
Facts.
Ouija, Hey, shut up, Busy Bone. Hey, we did that show at Promontory. Everybody thought I was your son. My bro. Much love to Busy Bone. But real talk, like so when we got there, in my mind, I'm just doing what I would normally do, bro. I just pull up. I'm texting Shorty like, hey, we here, da da da. Man, the looks I was getting,
the game bank off eye contact.
Bruh, they knew exactly.
Yep.
They wasn't worried about whether I was Puerto Rican or not. It was like, bro,
You wasn't one of
here.
them.
But it wasn't even that. It was really more family oriented. When I finally found Shorty and we sitting around like, hey, yeah, it's me and my man. So it was me and Bird. Me and my man or whatever.
Famous.
Yeah, that's my man.
Berg and Mosley. Them boys.
When we pull up, them dudes was like, she was like, yo, this my brother, my cousin, my uncle, my daddy, my woo after wham. Bro, she ran down a list of niggas that I was gonna have to kill just to holler at her, bro.
They was all kings,
Bro,
so whatever they were.
Exactly. Kings dominate that shit, bro.
Amor Aye. That was Amor Aye. Like that shit
The
crazy.
only thing I'm trying to bring up here is that, again, in Chicago, man, we still deal with a very segregated, racially charged city.
All day long.
Every race got their own neighborhood.
Black and white.
It's the only city like that.
Race got
It's the only city like that.
Except black folks. I'm sorry. I'm gonna push back on y'all for that. You got a little village, right?
That's
you have a
not
Pilsen. You have a Chinatown.
Those are all being regentrified right now. Those are all white people on hoverboards.
Are they there now?
Yo, their post office people are on hoverboards.
Can you go find jerk chicken in Pilsen? Yeah, we really don't.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Niggas need goals.
But like
Niggas need goals.
Hold on, bro.
Go.
Like I was saying,
I got it.
Like I was saying, though, bro. I worked at Puerto Rican Fest way back then, the same one that you attended at a deadly cost. You know what I'm saying? You avoided all the bullshit, okay?
Yeah.
It got so bad. I had told the captain to suck my dick because he was fucking with me. Fuck him. I still say fuck him. I tell everybody he know, as you see him in the street because he retired now, if I see him breaking any kind of laws, I'm locking that motherfucker up. I don't give a fuck who you know. You at the police,
Yeah, drop his name.
Buslick, fuck you, dude.
Fuck you then. Fuck you then. Fuck you then.
I'm a grown ass man in this bitch. You don't talk to me any kind of way. Period. I was raised by a real man, and I had a fucking mama too. Period. Yeah. You got her tendencies. You got woman tendencies.
Wait, what this got to do with Logan Square?
A whole lot.
Joe, that's where it happened at.
Okay.
Yeah.
This whole area. Logan Square, Bucktown, Wicker Park, Humboldt Park. My whole district, okay? So mental health goes unchecked a lot of times.
Yes.
Me and my partner, Joey Warrior, I love you. My Puerto Rican brothers from another. I had one partner that bounced off the car. My man, he know can ride like a motherfucker too. She jumped off the car because they were fucking with us and she was a golden child. They gave her the warning. She jumped off. They started giving us every fucked up call you can get. They start fucking with us because I did that to him.
Sending you to the most dangerous or the most.
So it boiled over at one Puerto Rican Fest. We got out the car, North Avenue, Rockwell. It was like 55 motherfuckers. I said, hey,
that's no doubt in California.
Hey, Joe, what the fuck y'all want to do? Come fight us. Fuck you a bitch, your mama hoe, your dead grandma hoe, all this shit.
That was before they had cameras.
Fam, we were mentally worn out, bro. We were tired. It's straight. It's dumb as hell. It's bullshit, bro.
What you're saying is that after you worked a bunch of these events and they've been sending you constantly to the most difficult calls, you haven't had enough time to even process to get yourself back
at all, dog.
They do that all the time, though.
And that was my question. That was my question.
12-hour days and no days off.
Right, like it's terrible.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't get
you
don't get an opportunity to come back down. You know,
you don't,
because it's right back to mom.
Hey, I can fight and he can fight. They was like, Joe, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? What's wrong with these officers? I'm gonna file a complaint.
Hey, look,
you certified gangbangers and file a complaint against us? Man, fuck y'all.
Look,
Y'all
look,
some pussy,
guess-
y'all some hoes.
guess what?
Fuck your baby mama.
In between all that, right? What we do on the corner is
we have real conversations.
Have these real conversations,
This
right?
is clearly a conversation that we have to extend.
No, we're definitely going to extend that, and we also we sing.
He is the go though.
We sing, we footwork, we do it all
that shit,
right?
Footwork.
Yeah,
you footwork.
Yeah, no, you just try to footwork. You don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke.
I know that, but I will.
His quarter
make
third
Haven move his
salmon
Jeep
shirt.
so I can go shoot you out the gym. Right.
And we are recording that. And we are recording that.
I will put some money on that.
Who you got your money on?
I mean,
you got me fucked up, bro.
Real time. I ain't never seen Kende hoop. Man.
Exactly. So why the fuck when you wrote the whole thing?
I ain't seen the hoop.
I mean,
but you know what that means?
I mean, he do got that weight on you.
Your dad told a baseball story, bro.
Let me tell you what that means to me. Every time somebody say I ain't never seen Kende hoop, it means that you don't have enough belief in his personal skills without seeing me hoop. That you think that I might have this dude.
It actually,
if you ain't never seen me hoop and you still don't have confidence in the nigga you seen hoop, that means he ain't got it.
It doesn't mean that at all.
He don't own a basketball.
It doesn't mean that at all. It actually just means he wants to be your friend. That's all it means.
I'm gonna tell you that what though. Hold on. Because it's coming to an end, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dear CPD, get y'all shit together, man. There are chances you can afford to people who are less fortunate from certain neighborhoods, other neighborhoods that don't know how the city works, man. You give chances, you give opportunities. I'm so glad now there are more female supervisors now more than ever. Some people say it's for better, some say it's for worse, but at least the chance is out there. And I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? It's out there, bro. But let's be real. We need sweeping reforms. We need all kind of policy change. We need to do shit right because we have lost all faith. We, as the black community, I'm speaking now, has lost all faith in law enforcement. Not speaking as a police officer now.
Yeah,
so I'm on both sides of the fucking fence, and so is he.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So get the shit together, man. That's all we fucking need, man. Chicago's such a beautiful city. It's a tourist attraction. You can find any kind of food, any kind of activity. The nightlife is off the fucking chain. Period. Actually, a guy that controls the nightlife half the time. When he's not saving kids during the day, he's saving people like, last night a DJ saved my life.
I got this show up, man. This is obviously a conversation, man, that I think, I mean, this may be one of the most important conversations we've had on this show because it's one that nobody's talking about.
Facts.
Nobody's talking about what it is to be a police officer because, you know, the climate now is anti-police.
Right.
It is what it is. We understand why or whatever, but you brothers are good brothers, man. Y'all are good parents. Y'all are good citizens. Y'all are cats that really do
the work,
care about the community. And I don't think anybody's giving you all an opportunity to really speak to what your experience is. So I do think this has to continue. But to wrap up the show, let's just say, for real, for any other black cop out there, any cop, period, white cop, Hispanic.
No, it's
cop,
a black
whatever,
experience,
right?
not black.
Well, but I'm just saying,
not black.
What's one thing you would suggest that you do that you think works for you to manage your mental health?
It's a long list, but you said one. So I have to go this way. You have to surround yourself with people that love and care for you like you love and care for them. Period. You know what I'm saying? That goes a long way. Whether it's to me and my son and mom are together. You know, she respects me. She cares about me so much. My son is the light of my fucking life. Killer Cam, love you, brother.
Killer,
my man.
Shout
you know
out.
What I'm saying? I'll FaceTime him. I'll duo him and just talk to him. And she allows that. You know what I'm saying? I know she's in the house with her husband. So sometimes things can get, you know, whatever. Men can be men. And whatever that means, we understand that.
Sure.
Some people may not understand that, but that's my guy, man. I do that. I got to throw this in there. I also lift weights like a crazy man.
Yeah.
I just go to the gym, bro. Just work the fuck out, come home, go to sleep.
Y'all gonna tweak when y'all see me 3 shows away and I'm gonna be as big as this dude.
Buff as
like,
fuck.
it's gonna be crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely steroids.
in 3 weeks?
You like McKinday and Shakari Richardson, bro.
Hey.
You're like, I need more space.
Rod is the steroid user.
Wow. Just keep going.
Yeah.
You want to say? I ain't gonna tell you his name though. I ain't gonna tell you his name.
Yeah. I want to go there. I want to go there.
There's whey protein powder that has a similar effect to what people similarly find with steroids.
You're a drug addict.
No, whey powder. Whey
Whey
powder is very organic and it's designed to build muscle. That's what it's for.
All right. Cool.
You don't know because you're not in the gym. But anyway, it's ain't about you because you're not
at all.
So, Haven,
music too.
What do you do to manage your mental health? Just as a man, period, in the world, but also with your job considered.
I think just one, being able to compartmentalize.
Talking to Mike.
You gotta talk in the microphone.
You have to be being able to compartmentalize.
That's your third time using that word. I'm tired of that.
Hey, learn the meaning of it, man.
Look at the blue line. This nigga said he's just as
I'm getting good though, bro. Oh, boy. I'm getting good though.
All right, go ahead, man.
But just being able to leave work and have and come home and then being able to enjoy your home life. I got my wife, I got my kids. My home is peaceful. My home is relaxing. I prefer being home more than going out.
My man.
I cook. I like to.
What's your best dish?
Man, lamb chops. Man, I get down, man.
I've heard about them, dog.
Lamb chops.
I've yet to taste the lamb chops.
Man,
you gotta show up, man.
Yeah, you do gotta show up. You was invited to that. You didn't show up, man.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and shut up because they're right. They're right.
I also I work out also, but I also just take pride in enjoying my daughters. And I have one daughter that's a brainiac, and she reads, and she's a joy just to talk to and converse with. I always say she's gonna be my future lawyer because she will argue anything with you, and it's fun.
I love her already.
Yeah, it's fun debate with her. Just seeing her young mind and how she processes information, and most of the time she tries to back it up with facts. Other times we back into a corner.
Like, get your goof ass out of here.
Yeah. She just makes some shit up. but
see if you gonna find out if it's real.
That's what attorneys do.
I can honor her commitment to
right. To being right.
Yeah. My other daughter is a creative genius.
She get it from me.
She draws, she paints, she sings, she dances.
So wait, we got one of her pieces right here, yeah?
Yes, we do.
All right, so what y'all can't see is that Lonnie is literally scooting across the floor. This nigga is like a whole set piece. Like, nigga, right. you are on payroll from now on. Like, everybody gets paid, but this is her piece. So describe this a little bit for us.
So this is something that her mother, my wife, had she showed her a picture of it. And she says, do you think you could paint this? I really like this photograph. I'd like this to be my Christmas present. Nice. And so moving forward, my wife lost the photo. And so my daughter did this from memory.
From scratch, basically.
Wow. And like my wife got her an easel and the canvas, and she kept this covered in her room. So we only saw the finished product. We never even saw the
never saw her work.
Yeah. You don't run your household.
I don't. I'm the only man in here.
Man.
All women.
He said, I don't.
Women run the world. Hey, man, I'm just up in here. They let me live. But yeah,
you pay the bills. I get you.
This brings me joy, man. Just
super dope, man.
Yeah, like my kids, my daughters. That's my pride and joy, man. That's my reason for living.
So that's beautiful, man.
That piece is amazing, and she's 13, man.
And thank you, Lonnie,
she's 13.
for scooting back across the floor. Like,
she is 13,
they got whole machines that do that. Like, it's like a whole animatronic situation. This boy just literally made himself a track. He scooted back with his feet, like he used both feet and didn't damage the art. Like, he was very, very specific. Yeah. We're gonna get you a hoverboard. Let's holler at the post.
We do have a skateboard.
This is the show where you get signed at.
This is the show?
Everybody gets signed on this show, right?
Again, can you sing?
I sing. Depends on what you describe as good.
The answer is yes, brother. Stay in black line.
I get that.
No, let's get into it. You ready? You too fast.
I'm too fast. Check my tempo, nigga.
I know that I can count on you. When that's not possible, tell me, can you weather the storm? Cause I need somebody who will stand by me. When it's good times or bad times, we will always be right there. Sunny days, everybody loves them. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain?
Somebody throw some panties across
the storms will come. This we know for sure. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain?
Yes, second part.
No pressure. How do I? It's too much for. It's too much. It's too much fun. Too much fun. Too much fun. Too much fun.
Went to a whole other
Too much
song.
fun, man.
Just
Too
out
much
of
fun.
nowhere.
Too much fun. Too much
What
fun.
happened to that high pitch, man? I was waiting on that, man. I was waiting on that one.
That was your part.
Yeah, that was your part.
You were supposed to. We talked about this for like 30 minutes.
Man, I needed the music to cover up the terribleness, man.
Hey, look. It's
Great
episode
show, man.
50
double nickel. Hey, Madison Square Garden, CPD.
Yeah.
In the garden, bro.
CPD in the garden. I love that.
Let me say this too, though. Real talk, man. Like all jokes aside, man. We do a lot of joking on the show, man.
Way too much.
Much respect to you two brothers, man.
I don't want it.
Y'all do real work, man. That I don't want to do for sure.
Me either.
And I'm relatively sure most people that even do the work don't want to do it.
I'm with that.
Right. God damn it! I'm trying to trying to have an honest
I'm sorry, my
black
fault.
man moment where I go, hey, black man, you like,
Okay,
yeah, no,
be
fuck
quiet.
this shit.
I'm gonna be quiet, y'all. My bad.
You a lie.
Okay.
Anyway, salute to you, brothers, man. Real talk, man. To be 20 years, 17 years, man, and to not be trying to quit. Like to still be trying to make sure that you do that and to be in this city, man, in this city, bro, in Chicago, bro. We need cats like you, not only to talk about what's going on, but to be the boots on the ground, man, and really, really, really be that change that we all want to see, man. So flowers to you, brothers, man.
Love you. I'm happy for him.
Hey, man.
And shout out to Lonnie. This boy is
Hey,
the best.
it
He
is
set up all the
episode-
microphones. Abasi ain't set up shit.
Nothing.
Abasi came in and was like, man, your dog is old. Spent 40 minutes talking to the dog. His brother set up all the shit.
The dog name is Snoop, but I love that shit, though.
Hey, look,
The dog name is Snoop. He looks like
It's
Snoop.
episode 55, man. We out, man.
We on the corner.